watch TV, their manufactured views all over the news. It's giving me the blues, and it's time to choose. Starting to wake up from this sleep, from all the lies they spread that run so deep. But I will laze no more. Who are they fighting for? It isn't me. But now I see there is a new world order, but we're not invited. So much blood and murder from the drones unsighted. World War III is haunting me. I got to find a way to save my family. The human race has lost its way. We put our trust in science, but it's us who pay. Used to be civilized, but we've been compromised. We're on a one-way train. We've got to break this chain. Starting to see that we should be free. The powers that be want a piece of me. Should I do what they say or tell them go away? What is the price for freedom? 'Cause it should break free. The time has come to raise the bar. There'll be nowhere to hide if there's a third world war. So let your voice be heard and let your heart decide to stand and fight for freedom while you've still got time. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Stand up, stand up. Stand up, stand up. Wake up, wake up. The time has come to fight. Wake up, wake up. Don't waste another night. Stand up, stand up. What are you waiting for? Stand up, stand up. Oh, they're gonna soon be at your door. And good evening and welcome to Raconteurs News. I hope you're well. I hope you can hear me as well. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope all sorts of things. I'm just like with hope in my heart. And I shouldn't walk on my own ever again. In fact, I probably won't, but you know what I mean. Anyway, we welcome to Raconteurs News. This Tuesday evening, I'm late again as usual. I'm fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. I've got shit going down. I hope you're all right. Anyway, let's say hello to some of the people in the chat room. Good evening to Diddy. Spoke to him the other night, him and Uni the other night on Skype. Fucking Skype, right? Blast from past, isn't it? That. Blah blah. Good evening, Dinny. Good evening, Spanish Chicken, Bandit Buster, Dinny Car. So south as well, just drifting in as he does, as a Yadu. Good evening, so south. Jerry, son of Mick, as well. Good evening to you. Yeah, I've just been doing a few adjustments in the space station. Thanks, Health Freedom. I've just been doing adjustments here in the space station. Homes boys and girls. Cheers for that, Chris. Yes, big up you home boys and home girls and homosexuals and fucking hell. I ain't even got. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna go and get myself a fucking can. Hang on. Oh, is that?
I could have got you that if you'd have asked.
Well, you seem really. When I said ashtray, you seem right peed off. No, you didn't really. I'm only kidding. I know you didn't say oh. I've got it. Sorry. Fucking this is what happens. This is what happens. I've got all day. I've got 2 days, and I have prepared for today. By the way, I've prepared for the first hour, and then I was hoping just to fucking whine on myself. And then the second hour, I was going to invite Health Freedom UK, who sent me a message today and said, if he'll come on if I want somebody to bounce off. And hopefully Webby as well a little bit later on in second hour. Good Jerry Son of Mick, good evening. Resi Tuber as well. Miss Blue Sky, Mascara Snake, so south I've already said. Really, really far south he is. Miss B and Resi. No, I don't think I've missed anybody. If I have, I'm sorry. Wigan Joker as well. Good evening, Jimmy. I watched your show. What did you do a show, didn't you? I think I caught the last about the last hour of it on. I think it was Sunday. It was either Saturday or Sunday. One of the days. I think it might have been Saturday. But yeah, it was Saturday. Yeah, because you weren't on last night. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Good to see you. Good to see you back. And doing some stuff. I thought he were a very interesting guy. That American guy you had on. I wouldn't mind having a chat with him at some point. See what his gig, as it were, is. Yeah, nothing but the best here. Fentimans, Dandelion and Burdock. Yes, it's my malt loaf. That's what it is. It's my malt loaf. I'll be synonymous with it in no time. So what you've been doing this weekend? Pretty much all I've been doing. All I've been doing really is well, you know why at Christmas I decided at New Year I'm going to decide my New Year's resolution. I'm going to do a Rubik's cube. Okay, so a 3x3. So in fact, I've got two of them now because I bought one up today. I picked that one up today. £1.75. It's got no green side though. See how the hole is in the green side. It'll probably the same on here. Look, if I go like that. Can you actually see me? You can't see me though, can you? Through green. See what I mean? I disappear. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. And what the fuck is a bird? I ain't got a clue. But anyway, so I've been on that, and I managed to solve it in like a day, and I've pretty much mastered it now. So I'm trying different permutations and different ways of doing it, which is what it does. It fucking drags you in, but it stops you from from sitting there fucking brooding and being a wanker. So it keeps me from being a wanker because I just I just do it all the time. In fact, I was just doing it. I was just playing with it before I came on air. Not just before. So anyway, I went into a shop and I said, "Have you got a 4x4 Rubik cube?" And they didn't have one. So my wife got me one. She sent off one of the online places that you can buy shit from. And she bought me a 4x4, so I've got a 4x4 now, which, see if there's a side with no green on it. There we go. There you go. It still can see through. It's blue. Is it what? Oh, it's white. Is it the white you can see through, or is it the yellow? I don't know. One or other. But anyway, I got a 4x4, which I've done twice already. I've completed it twice already, but it is very tricky. And as long as you've got a relative base in 3x3, I should be able to suss it. I did it in a day. Well, I got it Saturday. I was able to do it. I did it Sunday night. Then I did it again on Monday morning. And I just keep like trying to sort different bits out. So, get different algorithms and things. So, there's lots of different places on a 4x4 that you can mess up. Not only, I mean, many times I've got the because there's no centerpiece, I've got the sides on the fucking wrong side, and obviously it's impossible to solve them. But the point of this is, there is a point. It came by Amazon, via Amazon, and we've got to give a good shout out to Amazon because they are fucking awesome. My Rubik's Cube came in this box here. There you go. As you can see, it's a little box. The cube fits in. So yeah, the cube fits right in there. And there you go. So that's how big the box is. That's how big the box is. Now this box came in this box. I can't even get it on screen with me at the same time. But you can. This is the box that it came in. So obviously I've got my address behind me, behind it, so you can't see it. Yeah, Jerry, it's good thing. It's good, and it had inside was, as you can see there. Can you see? There's a little cradle, and that's where that box was supposed to go, in that cradle. But the fucking thing just moved about all over the place. So this little cube took all of this fucking shit to sort it out, to send it to me. So there you go. Fucking, I tell you what, they don't have to waste some shit, man, at Amazon. I think it were Amazon. Were it Amazon? Yeah, it were Amazon. Wankers. Jeff Bezos just bought himself another fucking solid gold black scratcher. 4x4, is it turbocharged? No, it's not turbocharged. No, it's really slow, actually. It's really, you fuck about, and honestly, there's tons of mistakes you can make. And I've made them all. Well, I haven't made them all. Oh, right. Chris Partridge says, I've got an original unboxed Rubik's Cube from the 1980s. From 1980s Hungary. My aunt gave it me. Yeah, excellent. His aunt. Yeah, well, it says aunt, but I've put aunt. Eh?
Where'd you come from?
His aunt. His auntie. That's what it is.
You said aunt.
I know, that's what I mean, aunt. Don't you call your aunties auntie?
No, neither do you.
Do I? What do I call them then?
Aunties.
Well, same thing. It's just a fucking. Oh God, have you heard her? Fucking hell, she's just honestly on me fucking. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we've been watching Minder a bit in evenings, and we got quite into it. It's funny, old Arthur Daly from back in the day. But I do notice that there's a lot out of it because a lot that's been cut out of it. So yeah. Anyway, what were I going to go on to? Right. Okay. First of all, there were. You've got to love this fucking bloke. This bloke. I've watched a video, a clip, and I'm going to try and get him on the show when time comes again for it to be a flat earther, a flat Earth show. I think we might have flat Earth one at months, like August or something like that, and just do flat Earth throughout that year, throughout that month. But we might not. Would you choose a year in prison or the time it would take the Rubik cube? Well, easy, the Rubik cube. Easy. But not easy, but once you know, you know. And that fall weren't as bad as I thought it were going to be. But there is rather a lot of pitfalls to fall down, which you don't get on a 3x3. So just be careful out there. Whatever you do, don't get one from fucking 60 fucking trees over there. That's not your love. I mean 60 trees as in Amazon. So I watched this. And this guy, I thought this guy was fucking amazing. I thought it were real. I really wish I could do the show the way he does it. Principium says flat Earth. I messaged the guy Weiss, and he's just bizarre. We've just moved. We've just had him on a couple of weeks ago. So Jeff Bezos is the reason for climate change, and polar bears are thankful. Lol. Evening, new being. Yeah, I just wanted to play a clip from this guy because there's a line in this, and I thought it was fucking amazing what he calls somebody, and I thought I was going to clip it and just play it every now and again. It's over me talking, or after I'd talked, or even over somebody else talking. But I didn't have time to do it. I will do it in future. But what I want to do is I just want to give you a bit of a brief insight into how this guy goes, and it's fucking brilliant. It is absolute. I love this. This is. I wish I just could. I just wish I could do this. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to share screen. Share screen. Screen. Share screen. There we go. Chrome tab. Here we go. So this is the guy. He's Nathan Oakley, 1980. I don't know if any of you know him. But I'm going to play you this. Just have a quick listen to this.
Nathan, let's talk about the Rayleigh criteria. Well done.
Oh, what? The one that the limitation's based on? The one that refutes you saying you can see forever? Human hair, right?
Nathan, you've missed...
Sorry, Nathan, stuttering spastic. You said you could see a human hair forever. Are you going to concede that you were fundamentally incorrect in that assertion?
Nathan.
You're just going to say my name like a stuttering bitch, yeah? Is it your time? Is this where you leave?
Nathan.
Do you want to just say my name, bitch? You said you could see forever, and now you are quizzing me on a limit. Yeah, you stuttering fuckwit.
You need to actually, like, listen to my response. Before...
What, your response about a limit when you said you could see forever because you're a globe-believing retard? Yeah, I did listen. I listened to a fool with a globe belief tell me I could see forever. Then on screen, by pure coincidence, is the limitation you now want to quiz me about. Fundamentally undoing your stupid claim that a human hair can be seen forever. And the reason you think that is because the only limitation in Earth curve maths is the horizon. So you can't have a limitation based on a Rayleigh criterion when the only thing that obstructs your view is a physical limitation debunked in 2020, formerly known as Earth curve, our horizon. And yet, what do you know? That limitation, the only limitation you need to claim, we've debunked it, will exclude perspective. Therefore, you, the clown with a globe belief, thinks we can see forever. And when pointed out that you can't, you quiz me about the limitation? Yeah, that limitation is an Earth curve.
Okay, Nathan, the Rayleigh criteria is about resolution. It is not about how far you can see stuff.
Oh, really? So when we compare photographs to the curve maths, you're saying that we shouldn't be doing that?
Nathan, again.
You just say my name. Are you suggesting that given that optics are in photographs and the curve maths doesn't have the Rayleigh criterion, therefore, ergo, we should not compare photos to the curve maths then?
I'm suggesting you should understand the Rayleigh criteria.
I do. I'm the one that pointed it out and brought it up after you said we could see a human hair forever.
I never said that.
Oh, did you not? Oh, well, this is where I trim out a lying bastard's words and juxtapose them with his lie that he never said. How far do you think you can see a human hair with the best camera on Earth? If you don't think that it'll ever disappear.
I mean, literally forever. As long as there are photons, light, but as long as there is light bouncing off of that thing and reaching you, you can see it.
Hair forever.
I never said that.
Oh, did you not? Oh, well, this is where I trim out a lying bastard's words.
Literally forever. As long as there are photons.
So long as there's photons...
It's about...
It's about as long as there's photons, you stuttering lying shit.
Nathan.
Oh dear me! Can you see that guy? That is fucking awesome. I mean, this is a brilliant approach. I mean, this guy is fucking. I love this. I love this. It is just fucking brilliant. Do you want to listen to it just a bit more? I'm going to try and get this guy on because I think this guy's fucking brilliant. I want him to call me a stuttering spastic. A stuttering spastic. I want to say, but. And he's talking shit that's way above my fucking head, but I still find it enjoyable. Let's just have just a little bit more of it. Shall we? We'll just have a little bit more. See if he gets a little bit more irate.
You say my name, you lying little shit. So as long as there's photons.
Okay.
Sorry, you didn't say that, you lying bastard. This is why I hate all of you globe-believing anti-flat Earth bastards. You come here and quiz me about how well my show's going, tell me I can see forever, and then quiz me about whether or not that limitation's going to be applicable when you've claimed if there's photons, you'll see a human hair. And then lie about having claimed it. I don't think you deserve to be here anymore. You're a lying scumbag.
Okay, so Nathan.
Okay, what, just okay, I'm a lying scumbag?
Is the Rayleigh criteria...
Why are you asking me anything about this limit that you said didn't exist?
Because you're the one that brought it up.
Yeah, because you said you could see a human hair forever as long as there's photons.
Respond to that. Do you even...
Yeah. You don't need to respond to it. It annihilates your stupid claim. Your claim is based on why can't you see New York from Ireland? i.e. it should always be seen unless Earth curve gets in the way, because an Earth curve calculation excludes perspective. Therefore, to you, there is no limitation due to optics, only a limitation due to Earth curve. And therefore, you'll tell me you can see a human hair forever as long as there are photons. That is what you said. Then I point out, no, there's a limitation, and now you want to subvert the fact you claim there wasn't one and quiz me on the limit I brought up? Yeah, you won't be doing that. The Rayleigh criterion is not included in Earth curve mathematics. So why the hell, when I'm asking you for evidence of Earth curve, would I discuss a Rayleigh criterion that's not included in your maths? Your Earth curve!
What do you mean? You're asking why you should justify your own thing. What do you...
No, I'm asking you for Earth curve. Now, given that you now want to discuss perspective effects like the Rayleigh criterion, I'm going to say, why are we discussing them when they're not in Earth curve maths?
It does have a point. The Rayleigh criterion isn't in Earth curve maths. It's not in Earth curve. I don't even know what the fucking Rayleigh criterion is. I ain't got a fucking clue. I just think this guy's a fucking legend. And I'd just like to, I'd like to invite him on the show. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get you lot. You've got to ask him some questions, and we'll get somebody on and let him abuse you. Just sit there and let him abuse you. That's stupid questions like I see top up ship go down underneath horizon. Oh, you fucking don't. But the other guy, to be fair, didn't fucking do himself any favours by saying that you could see a hair from wherever as long as there were photos coming off it. Photons, sorry, not photos. Photos are something altogether different. Can arc lights, it would just... I'll ask him a question that'll wind him up. But no, listen, I like this guy. I'm not saying that... that I want rid of him. Sorry, I'm not saying he's a wanker. I just think his style's fucking fantastic. I just think his style's just great. Where he calls, can't you imagine if I got fucking somebody on here and just went, I don't know, let's just prick a random guest that I might swear at some point and just go, you fucking spastic Sanders. You fucking stuttering spast. I don't even be able to say that to Neil Sanders. I wouldn't say it to anybody anyway, because I'm far too nice. Jimmy Hagan says, that is one show I won't be listening to. Even Gerald Celente drives me up the walls. Gerald Celente? God, I hadn't listened to him since about 2009. Because he has no control over his emotions. Fucking idiot. See, and Neil Sanders, there you go. I probably would be. I want him to come on and shout at me. I just want him to come on and shout at me. I just think it's great. I think that's the way forward. That's the way forward for you motherfuckers. Get him to do a ringtone for you, Jason. I should do, shouldn't I? I'll get a ringtone or something. Calling me a stuttering spastic. There used to be somebody who were involved with Raconteurs News right at the very beginning who used to call me stutterer, because I'm not very good at this. I'm not trained at it, but because I stutter and stumble over my words sometimes, and because I'm a fucking half cut most of the time. He called me. He didn't want, when we split from them. He didn't want me. He said to Andy something about fucking me stuttering along and all this sort of shit. Well, he'll never fucking go anywhere. I don't know where he is now. I think he's producing for Mark Winders. Dinny knows him. But I've got nothing against the guy, but he used to call me a stutterer, and that's what made me laugh. The stuttering spastic. I need that as my as my ringtone. I'll get somebody to ring me up just as I'm in front of somebody, a nurse or a doctor or something. And when they look down, I'll play it, and I'll go, and then I'll look up and I'll go, "Excuse me, did you just call me a stuttering spastic?" Oh dear, fucking hell, brilliant! But a brilliant guy, Nathan. Nathan, what was his fucking name? Nathan Oakley, 1980. Nathan Oakley, 1980. So get on that. I've subscribed. I'm going to have a listen because I just like that style. I just love it when people, have got not the cojones, but the confidence to just have a go. Spanish Chicky says, have a listen to Gerald Salente now, mate. Very entertaining. I don't want entertaining. What have I got against Mark Windows? I ain't got anything against Mark Windows. I told you I don't have anything against anybody. Mark Windows and I fell out. That was the reason why the guy Tony, who called me a stutterer, a stuttering spastic. Not he didn't call me that. I just said I heard it with second hand, so it might have just been bollocks. But I ain't got out against Mark Windows. Mark Windows had something against me, which I weren't stopping around for. I had when I had blah 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 blah. What's his name? Tony Farrell on. That's when we were on a platform called Autonomous Media, which no longer exists. We do, and Windows was part of that. And because as part of the autonomous media, nothing to do with us. And he, when I'd got fucking what's his face, Tony Farrell coming on, and Windows and Farrell don't get on, so they were trying to tell me not to have Tony Farrell on, whereas I did. I just didn't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not going to. Nobody's telling me who I can and can't have on, and Tony Farrell became a good friend. So, and I would imagine he still is. If you fucking find him, he was in Gibraltar last time I heard. But yeah, so that's Mark Windows didn't like Tony Farrell. Tony. I wanted Tony Farrell on. He didn't want me to have Tony Farrell on. I don't know why. I didn't fucking care about that. He got on his show. In fact, I couldn't even tell you anybody who's been on his show. But his freaky hair and all that shit. It might be a really decent guy. I'm just saying this is my experience. It's not based on anything. I've not heard anything. I don't know anything. Just based on my own personal experience that I didn't really get on with Tony S. But I've got nothing against him. I'd have him on this show. If he was prepared to come on this show, I would have him on and have a chat with him. But he said something about me stuttering, and he's got this really nice old voice, with a southern accent. So, yeah, but he's all right, Mark Windows. But yeah, there you go. That's the guy, Nathan. Fucking still forgotten his name. Oakley, Nathan Oakley, 1980. Thank you, love. He's 1 year younger than you. If that's it'll be his year of birth, won't it? He might have just picked a random year. Non-violent extremist says he finds Windows smashing. So, my sort of joke, see? My sort of joke. I think I've got another one for you as well. Somewhere. I had one for overnight, but I just fucking got lost. Paul's brother, good DJ. Paul. Who are we talking about, Paul? Hey, I used to be a fucking DJ anyway. I was fucking best DJ they were. I can't remember. I did fucking write a joke down. I'm sure I did.
It weren't very good.
What were it? Which one were it?
I can't remember. That's why. It weren't very good.
What do you mean it weren't very good? How do you know? You don't know. Oh, you don't know comedy.
You told me it was fucking shit.
What were it? What were it about?
I can't remember.
Were it that about the doctor?
No.
And no. Were it the one about the Greek mythology?
Yeah.
And see that's a good one. I like that one.
It
It is good. It's thought provoking.
was rubbish.
It weren't rubbish.
It was funny.
All right, you tell me a joke. One of your jokes.
I don't do jokes.
What do you mean you don't? I don't do jokes. I'm on here talking. You are a funny person. You know you make me laugh more than anybody I fucking know.
Only when I ask him what Gandhi's first name is.
What is Gandhi's first name?
Mahatma.
Mahatma. We've got him in here sometimes. Mahatma Leveland, though his name is now. Changed his surname. I'm having a conversation with my wife, who's outside the spaceship at the moment doing a space walk on her iPad. While I'm in here fucking slaving away, talking to talking to the Earth and all its inhabitants. And I think it's a fucking good joke. I think it's a good joke. I might do it later on if you. In fact, it's not really a joke. It's more of an observation.
Which is why it worked for me.
Oh, shut up. I don't know. See, I can't. I just cannot. Skin up, for fuck's sake, someone says. Yay, there you go then. Let's light it. Let's light it up. I bet I ain't got a fucking lighter in here. What do you mean, what's new? His first name was Mohandos. Mohandas. Mohandos. Mohandos. Don't you remember? It was a relative of his that was Mahatma. It was his favorite aunt. I'm going to get fucking hammered here for all this fucking southern shit that I'm spanding out. Waterboarded windows is really my preference, though. Just to be clear, waterboarded. Listen, I've got no against it. I'm just telling you my experience with him. We didn't have to have anything between to do each other after that. It's not a problem. Oh, Mark Winders. Yeah, but I'm talking about Tony Hurst. Oh, am I talking about Tony Hurst or Mark Winders? I know, yeah, you could see straight through him. My wife just said that. That's her joke, by the way. And she's fucking having to go at my jokes. Fucking hell, fire. Jesus Christ. Where's my fucking fire thing? I ain't got a fire thing, dear. It was a good joke, that.
Is it under your seat?
It's all right, I found one. It was wank. That joke. Yeah, anyway, more people in. I'm going to be talking about what I was talking about a bit on Friday. I've talked about it before about people that when they get a bit of success, particularly, well, everybody, but in the alternative media, the Ikes and that sort of thing. I'm going to be talking about that, and I'm going to give you an example as well, which is unlike me. It's not unlike me, sorry. Let me find. I need to find this actually. So I'll just find this while I'm doing this back. But I'm talking about when somebody gets to a certain point and they have to decide whether they want money, they want to be making money, or they want to be, they want to be doing what they want and they want to be talking and stuff. What happens? And so I'm going to play a beginning of one of these. Let me just get it up here so that it's ready. Oh, fucking adverts, aren't they wank? Hang on, I'm just doing this and then I'll be back with you. I promise you. Right, so I've skipped ads now. There we go. So right, I wanted to talk about Mark's steamy windows. Sheffield United 1, QPR 0 at half time. We don't know. We don't care about that. Sheffield United, it don't matter. It's not my team. They're closer, but they're not my team. You see, I prefer an older one. You know what I mean? A more experienced football team. 1889 United. No, we were there since 1867. In fact, they formed as a splinter group on Wednesday, so but we'll not go in there. But anyway, they're winning at home to QPR. QPR. Jimmy's in there as well. Jimmy Hagan. Good evening, Jimmy. I did see you last night on. Was it last night or night before? Night before on Jimmy's show. So we're double Jimmy's on double Jimmy now then. Oh, on Mummy's and Daddy's. See, he were on there. Some good points on there, Jimmy. I think you know that fucking whatever is that virtual camera or something. It's really weird. And also your sound were like kept echoing really bad, but it weren't really bad, but it sounded like you were on a thing with, you know, when a politician's going down and we've got like 4 fucking bins on roof, like loud hailers, and they've got like a thing in there and a microphone and they're talking. You sounded a bit like that, how they would stand if you were in inside. Yeah, we're a good chat. Yeah, I enjoyed that, mate. Like I say, I think I caught the last hour after my missus. And in fact, I thought to myself at one point, I'm just going to fucking go up for a shit because I am absolutely busting for a shit. I went up for a shit and I didn't take them up with me because I didn't think they wanted to. Oh, is that reverb? Is it? It does fucking need tweaking, you know. It sounds like you sounded like Sammy Small, which is something a reference that only me and Heath will get. But yeah, see, I forgot what I fucking. But anyway, Jimmy, yeah, pretty good stuff. Enjoyed that. Oh, like I say, I caught last hour. I went up for a shit and I came down and it had finished, which were gutting. You know what I mean? Absolutely gutting. He's very harsh. Are we talking about here? Jerry, son of Mick. Right, yeah. So what I'm talking about is these guys that have these shows, and then more happens, and they've got to be continually creating things or having a view on something that's going to mean that there's going to be more people listen because there's going to be more different aspects of it, rather than just saying that's a load of bollocks. You can then get a few shows out of it. And although this guy is the first guy that was ever on Raconteurs News, it was my first interview. And I'd watched some of his stuff. But then I saw him, I think it was last night or night before, I saw a video that he'd done regarding this slap thing between Will Smith. And anyway, let me just play you. This is when he was on Raconteurs News. This is my first ever interview. I'm just going to play a little bit of him, and just have a listen to what he's saying and compare it with now, because it's quite interesting. I need to share my fucking screen, don't I? Share. See, I can't do it on my own. Share screen. Chrome tab. There we go. So this was our first show. It was called Media Manipulation and How to Survive It with Lennon Honor. Jason Holmes' first show. There you go. See, first show in his regular slot. We used to do, what did we do? Mondays and Thursdays and Sundays. Oh, fucking weird. This is on my other channel, which is where I used to. So this is my other channel, which is where I used to just put shows, the odd show. So I'd take a recording from Andy or from wherever I get the recording, and then I would put a little thing to it, a picture there. So there's no moving pictures on this. So this just have a listen to this guy just for a couple of minutes, and just see. This is from 6 years ago. It's January 14th, 2016. So yeah, that's over 6 years ago, isn't it? Just over 6 years ago. So here we go. This is my first interview. So if I sound like a tosser, you probably won't hear me anyway. I'll try not to. I've moved it on a bit. Here he goes.
A great deal of work here on the planet. But I think in this video audio broadcast, we'll be talking mainly about media manipulation. But if there's anything that you want to talk about in terms of relationships, we can talk about that too. Let me just say this, that a lot of the negative relationships that we do have as a species is directly related to the media manipulation. Okay, the programming that we get in the mainstream news, and in some cases the alternative news in movies, in music, magazines, books, etc.
Well, yeah, that's primarily what I wanted to talk about first of all, anyway, because we've over the last couple of months.
Don't sound young.
They seem to have been a vast increase, apart from
And
the
sexy.
time when ISIS had Christmas off, obviously.
And double-legged.
Can't expect them to work over Christmas, but there was a huge, and there has been a huge influx of terrorist activity, and it just seems that every single news story, every single incident, no matter how small or trivial, always has to have either directly or indirectly, even subliminally, the terror word associated with it.
Yes, and a lot of this programming is directly related to September 11, 2001. People don't realize.
Yes, some people are saying it's a little bit quiet. Can you hear that? Just let me know if you can hear it. If that's all right, and if not, I'll try and get it on somewhere else and stick somewhere else in. That's what she said. That's what fucking. That's what Thingy'd say, isn't it? Wow, Jason has been replaced. Yeah, that were me. Were it okay to hear? It were a bit quiet, but I'll just play. Let me just play a little bit more. Let me just play a little bit more. But this is the sort of guy. I mean, I really admired this guy. In fact, still do. It's just that it's my point is that it eventually, when you get that seat at the top table, or when you're getting people in, then you change because you want to provide more content. And when you're providing more content, this guy runs on super chats, I think they're called, where people can get there. You can make a comment, and if they super chat it, then they'll get they have to make a donation. And I've seen him super chats where it's come up $200 and $100 and all this sort of stuff. So and he usually has about 900 people watching him. So he's not talking media manipulation anymore. Let me just till was gas still free in those days? Let me just play a little bit more. See, I'm glad you can hear it anyway.
Realize that, but that was the most traumatizing global event in history. And it was a global event because it's for the first time in human history, people tuned in live to watch a devastating event. And that had extreme psychological impact on people, especially when we talk about externalizing power and feeling as if we need a savior. We need government to help us. The Patriot Act. We need the world to come together to fight this threat. And at that time, it was Al Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. That is an extreme trauma, and I would propose that it's an unprocessed trauma. It's an unresolved trauma that is submerged within the global population's subconscious mind. At least for those of us who witnessed it live, and in some cases, those of us who witnessed it after the fact. It's kind of replayed over and over again. You saw the images over and over again. Those are graphic, horrifying images that, when embedded within the subconscious mind and not processed properly, can actually function as a source of externalization of power. And I have this saying that fear, trauma, in September 11, 2001 was a traumatizing event, an extremely traumatizing event. Most people don't recognize this. Out of that trauma comes forth fear, and extreme levels of fear in this case. And out of this fear comes forth the externalization of power, meaning that people were seeking some authority figure to come to save the day. And out of the externalization of power, people are controlled. So we can look at it psychologically controlled, mentally controlled, in some cases physically controlled, but in some cases lawfully controlled, i.e. the Patriot Act. Well, this was a foundation of much of the programming that we see here today in terms of terrorism. And as was the case in 2001.
There we go. So that was him talking about, we were talking about September 11th, 2001 and the media manipulation that occurred around that time. Yeah, I had two legs then as well. Yeah, excellent. I could walk on them and hop and everything. You were so sexy back then. You had to lose a leg. It's Miss Blue Sky. Thanks for that. Listen, I would have preferred to not, but you can take the sexy out of the man, but you can't take his leg off and then take the sexy, because I think they were looking up there for some sexy, and to take that out and then put my leg back on, but they couldn't find it, so they left leg off. But yeah, so there he is. He talks about media manipulation, but he also talks about some of the stuff that I really highly recommend you see that. If you're not seeing my other channel, it is a link. I'm going to put a link to that in there. So that's a link to that video that I've just played, the full one, the full 1 hour 54 minutes, something like that, of me and him talking. And I do remember Andy used to do the editing. And so when the show, because the shows went live, but then he'd edit him for being uploaded back up, and he'd sometimes edit, like, sometimes they have long periods where there were no sound. Well, I think he said so sometimes he was taking a minute out or 2 minutes out of a 2 hour broadcast. But on that one, he spoke that well and that for that long that I think he took about half a second out. He had to take half a second out of 2 seconds. Out of 2 hour show. But there it is. Go and have a look at that at some point. Bookmark it, click on it and bookmark it, or copy and paste it. But that was the first show that I did. Now, and that was because I really admired that guy, and I got in touch with him, and I wasn't expecting him to. I used to watch him. When I came in from working at the strip club back in the day, and he was doing media manipulation stuff then, but it was really early in the morning, so I think I'd get in and he was just starting, because he's in California, I think, and he'd just be starting, and I'd watch the shows, and they're really interesting. He does a really interesting from right back in the day. If you go to his media manipulation section on his YouTube section, he's done a particularly good video about racism. And he explains race. He's a black guy. Well, you can see he's a black guy. You saw from the picture. That's him, by the way. I didn't just put a random black guy up there. Just for no, not like that one. Not like that one who stood in front of. Yeah. So yeah, Jason was a stripper. No, I was DJing in a strip club. Me and Adi both did it, by the way. And these are all new. These are not new things that I've mentioned. I've mentioned it before. But me and Adi used to work in a strip club at the same time, and on different nights. But I think I got offered 5 nights, and I said, well, I can't do 5 nights. But what if I do? If I split it with my mate, and we sort it out that way, and so we did it that way, which were all good. Yeah, Lennon was great on the media cycle using 9/11. He's written a book, which I had, but I lent it to somebody, and then I lost my fucking leg, didn't I? I lent it at somebody at work, so I'd be working, and I'd drive to this place, because I used to be a delivery driver, so I delivered to a place, and there was one guy, he got talking to me one time, and he were a listener, and I never fucking knew. And then, of course, every time I turned up, he'd want to be outside, and he'd be talking to me and stuff, and I lent him the book. And then, of course, I had to leave and have my leg amputated, and I never got my fucking book back. And now, just last week, my dad told me he'd been sacked. So, and I kept saying to my dad, get me book, because he's got 2. He's got one from Nick Colstrom as well. So if you got him, and you know where you are, in Brighouse, you live in Brighouse, and if you're listening, just send me my books back. It'd be right nice. I'll send you something else. I'll send you a couple of these. Yeah? That's all right, isn't it? Or that one. I'm not going to send you that one, because that one's going to be worth a load of money soon. I hope it's not been signed. Has it been signed? Oh, yeah, it has. Fucking hell, he's not signed it. He's just fucking, like, spewed up. His pen's spewed up all over the fucking front page, look. Jesus Christ. Yeah. See? Fucking spewed up. It's right at top as well. To Jason Holmes, Raconteurs News. Hey, that's a guy we had on Dick Kahn. I might have him on again. He's a pretty good guy. We're talking about DMT. That's a book and one of his other books is on Amazon, and it's something like 300 fucking quid. So, some of these books I might hang on to. But I had Lennon's. It was called the 911 Fear-Based Mind Control Program. And it were talking about how things are played out like a movie. A fucking Jason's book club. Yeah, books are free. You know, people do send me books. I don't get that many, but I do get books sent me, which is always nice. I do sometimes read them. I read that one. It were pretty good. It were pretty easy to read. It was letters were quite big as well, so there were no pictures, but the letters were quite big, so you can see them. You know what I mean? Because sometimes even with glasses on, you're looking at the Manson book that Neil Sanders did. Great book, as far as I've read. It's a really good book, but the type's really small. It's like fucking, and it's really thick as well. So it must be like fucking, be like War and Peace if we're in a bigger fonts. Who's right? Roberta Rhymes. What's Roberta Rhymes been saying? He got a stump, but he'll still give you a jump, ladies. My Mrs. Raconteurs News wouldn't not like that at all. Well, don't even like me saying it. I'm not humping anybody with my stump. Isn't it? It is so hard to keep her mouth shut. She agrees with me for once. Do you mind? These are my friends. Oh dear. Thanks for that. Anyway, here's the same guy. It popped up on my YouTube the other day, and I thought I'll have a look, see what he says about this, because he was talking about the Will Smith, slap incident, right? The old slapping incident with Will Smith. So I'm gonna share it again, but I'm just going to show you the first bit of this, and because I'll show you about as far as I went. It's a few minutes, but as you can see, I mean, this guy, I would have never thought. I watched this with the expectation that it was going to say, this was bullshit, it's media manipulation, yada yada yada. But here's the point I'm just trying to make. I'm just going to show you this one. It's fucking hell. It's a car alarm, Watson. I don't care whether he fucking likes it. What's he going to do? Fate it? Fucking hell, fire. I'll tell you that, dog. Here he is, anyway. Here's Lennon. Share. There we go.
Around the world. That's what many people have called it. That's what I'm going to call it. And we're talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. It was one of the most shocking things I've seen. And I've seen a lot of shocking things. Totally unexpected. And it has raised a lot of questions. A lot of people are talking about it. It's gone super viral. And I wanted to speak on it here and also in a series of videos where I address this particular topic, because there's so many ways that we can look at what took place. And I think the first thing to really get to is what happened exactly. You know, what happened on the surface level. You know, we could say that Will Smith got upset about something, and he went and he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, and that's what Chris Rock said. Yeah, Will Smith slapped the shit out of me. He did. You know, at first I thought that it was a joke. I thought that it was scripted, but upon further review, it is very clear to me, and it is evident to me that no, this was not a scripted event. It was not staged. It was something that happened. It is something that I have never seen before. I've never seen something like that. And then for it to happen at the Oscars, that was interesting too. Now, my initial thought when I saw it was, okay, Will Smith, he must have had a good reason to slap the shit out of Chris Rock. And there was a part of me that said, if he had a good reason, then go ahead. Now, but that's my initial reaction. But after really thinking about it and kind of investigating it, it was clear to me that Will Smith was totally wrong. And what he did was, not only was it an embarrassment, but it was also criminal. And we'll get into those elements too a little bit later on in other videos dealing with this topic. But I'll just want to get to what happened exactly.
This revolutionary new device.
Right, so that's he said then, let me just fucking turn this shit down while they do
10
that.
times more earwax than
Because it's got fucking adverts on it. Of course it's got adverts on it. I can skip. There we go. Fuck off. Skip. I'll just pause it though. Yeah. So when he says other videos, yeah, what's that shit? Fucking hell, there's someone's earwax coming out of it. Oh, that was gross. That, you know that? Then it had a thing on it, an advert, and the advert had got someone taking like a great big fucking bowl of gross earwax, just as I'm about to turn a fucking the dandelion and burdock. So yeah, so the point there is he says I've got plenty of other stuff to talk about. So several, you see, there's several things on this. Oh, hang on, fucking hell.
And he's done it before. And
I'll just
they
move
usually
back a
tell
bit, hang
jokes.
on.
They usually have comedians.
There we go. Oh, fuck off. I didn't mute you, you
Rock
cunt.
was one of the comedians.
There we go. I'll just take it back just a
An
little bit.
embarrassment. But it was also criminal. And we'll get into those elements too a little bit later on in other videos dealing with this topic. But I'll just want to get to what happened exactly. So we have Chris Rock, a.k.a. Pookie, who's doing a monologue at the Oscars. And he's done it before. And they usually tell jokes. They usually have comedians that do it. It's kind of like for the entertainment value. And Chris Rock was one of the comedians there. And he was given a bit of a monologue. He talked about a couple prior to talking about Jada and Will Smith. And when he starts to talk about Jada and Will Smith, he tells a joke about Jada's hair. And Jada's hair is cut short, you know, like, well, not as short as mine. I lost my hair a long time ago. Those days are a long.
There you go. That's I think that's enough of that. The point I'm trying to make is that I would have never expected this from this guy, but this is what happens when you get too big. Hang on. I shall. Thank you, Jimmy. I will have a look at that. Jimmy knows. I tell you what, Jimmy's the one, isn't he? Jimmy's the one. If you're in, I'll just stop sharing that. Jimmy's the one. If you're in Raconteurs News chat room, he's the one who you go to and you say, "Have you got hope, Jimmy?" And he fucking pops off into fucking into bogs and pulls a Johnny out of his arse and brings it back to you. He's got like virtual cameras and all sorts of different shit. If there's a way around it, he'll get it. So thanks for that. I've starred that, Jimmy, and I will take a look at that afterwards. But Lennon is on Stephen Woz next week. Says BB Rebozo. Steve and Woz. A pair of interesting characters they are. Yeah, I know you love your tech. He loves his tech, Jimmy. That's why he lives out in the middle of fucking nowhere and doesn't see anybody and do all. But he loves his tech. I think you're a model citizen, Jimmy. They'll pay you to just sit out there and play with the tech. I'm sure they will. But the point I was trying to make was that Lennon, no matter what he's saying there, I mean, it's just something I wouldn't have. It's all right. It's okay. It's no problem. You don't have to say it's a joke to me, Beeb. I'm all right, mate. You can say what you want. Ain't gonna hurt me. Oh, by the way, somebody said a proper couple that can have banter between them. See, banter off each other. So yeah, evening Webby. So it's like this guy's as stood up as they are, but he's taking that stance because if he takes that stance, let me just have a look on it. If I have a look, let me just have a quick look on his playlist. He's already got 2 shows lined up. He's already done one show. He's already done that show on it, which was 17 minutes and 27 seconds. He's done something else on it that is 9 minutes and 46 seconds. I'll share this with you. Hang on. Share screen. Lennon on a share. So if you look at his page here, So yeah, I mean, this guy now, what he does is mostly is the black community. He mostly talks about the black community, and talks with the black community about, I think he talks about bettering, the making their own lives better, that sort of thing. But he's after this guy Umar Johnson, who's been taking money from people, and saying that he's doing God's work, and saying he's going to open a school. And I think he's been doing it for about 4 years, and still no school, still no sign of anywhere near being a school, not even a toilet in there. But he's still got, look here, we've got, so that's 2 videos that he's done. And he's got one that is on at 1 a.m. on the 4th of 6th premiere. So it's going to premiere on the 4th of, the 6th. Oh, 4, I'm just fucking American, innit? So 6th, so that's tomorrow. It's going to premiere tomorrow at 1 a.m. So he's got another one on there. So, he's made 3 shows out of one that's not even really a show. Really, the Will Smith, Chris, what's his fucking gook? I've got you. I've got you getting your questions. I'm keeping up. He's got 3 shows out of it rather than just part of one show. And that's not. I'm not. Listen, there's nothing innately wrong with that, but I don't think, from what I've seen of him in the past, although granted, I've not seen very much of him recently, apart from I do watch a couple of these Umar Johnson videos that he does, and he's the guy really that inspired me to be able to do this, just to sit and talk to a camera. It's because that's what he does. He does it really, really well. And I've watched a couple of these Umar Johnson videos while they've been on live. I've just caught them live, and they are interesting. I mean, even for a white guy over here in Britain, who's fucking don't know who Umar Johnson is from fucking anybody. Then if he can engage me in that, and I'll get involved, and I'll be looking at what he's doing and stuff, then he's quite engaging. But look, I really do still admire him. I don't think he's sold out. I just think that this is a natural progression that comes along. I think it's a natural progression that comes along, and it'll be interesting to see. But it's not on a massive basis. See, he doesn't do this on he hasn't done. He's not like every other night. It's every now and again. It used to be anyway. Because I have very rare. I get a notification from him that he's live. So I just think that it can be an inevitability, whether or not that's what you want. But then again, I mean, the guy got a new house by asking listeners to donate. So I don't know, but is he a con artist? If he is, he's conned me, because he was my very first guest here on Raconteurs News, and so Lennon, no disrespect to you, mate. I'm just trying to explain to my listeners what I'm meaning when I'm talking about some of the things that I do talk about. When you do get to that certain level, there are things that you can't touch, and there are things that you can touch, but you'll make more out of it than is what is absolutely necessary. I mean, Chris Rock, look, he's Black Lives Matter, so he's bringing race into it. He's talking about race. Like I said, he's got a mostly a black demographic of listeners. In fact, I'm probably the only white guy in there. That's only from what I can ascertain, just by the way he talks and stuff like that. And the comments that come in, they're like stuff that I don't even know what they mean. But obviously they mean something. So he can get the Black Lives Matter in there. That's another one where he can be getting some donations and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is that when I know this guy shared a stage with Max Egan as well, because he were friends with Max Egan. So I know this guy's been around, and he's been doing stuff. and I just don't know. I've not seen any really of his other stuff apart from this that popped up in recent years. So I watched a couple of Umar Johnson ones late at night, but only live and not for too long. Because half the time I can't understand what he's saying. I can't understand the phrases, the phraseology. Like fucking, I don't know, get your old wood on or fucking something. I mean, is that a thing? You know what I mean, don't you, Dove? You know what I mean, don't you? You do. You know what I mean? When we go, like they'll say something like, you don't get too close. You'll be watching Jesus soon, or I don't know. You're going to be watching Cole. It's some shit. The Americans, they have these phrases. They have these. Don't they though? They say, "Oh, like what are they?" That's what she said. I mean, come on. Jesus Christ, lowest common denominator. Oh, stop sharing. There you go. So that's Lennon. So there's no. I've got no against Lennon. I really do appreciate. I appreciate him for the guy he is, and I'm just trying to say that it surprised me the point that the space that he that he occupied on this subject. When if you'd have watched him before, you would have just said, he would have just. I thought when I was first going on, I thought that maybe he was going. Well, I thought he was definitely going to say that it was staged, and he didn't. He says it definitely weren't staged. So you could get more shows out of that. If it's staged, then he's just back to stuff he's always talked about, media manipulation and all that stuff, which he's talked about years ago. But if it is staged and if that's his position, then he can say, well, and because he's got a predominantly black audience, he can say, we can say, is Black Lives Matter involved in this? And what is that? Is Chris Rock, because he didn't retaliate? Is he a hero for Black Lives Matter and all that sort of shit? These are all things. I mean, that's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be doing if I were him. I'd be talking about. He's sold out. I don't know. I don't know if he's sold out. It's just unfortunate when people that you respect don't act in ways that you won't, that they would have done. And I was just proposing a reason that may be. That might be, maybe, meet by. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very, very quick record and fill up my drink. And put out. I'm going to put a really quick record. It's only 2 minutes and 16 seconds, so it's not very long at all. And so, sorry, I know it's a ramble. I'm rambling on. I just do it. That's what I do. You're watching. I'm fucking rambling. I'm all right. I'm getting myself entertained. I'm doing something. I mean, you're listening and watching. So South Plymouth fancy. A little bit bitter at the moment. Never mind. So I'm going to play a record. First of all, I'm going to put the thing in. Hopefully, the link so that El Freedom UK, Robert, he rang me today. He sent me a message today and did say that he'd pop on if he, if I wanted someone to bounce off, but I think we should get him on anyway. And of course, Webby. I noticed Webby's in chat, so Webby, you'll jump on as well. And I'll play this record, and if you want to come on, just wait when you get on, when you get backstage, and I shan't be long.
Hey, then was that Jason?
Which one?
I remember him.
Jason Stephen
Oh
Owens.
yeah, you sang around with
long
Potty.
hair and that. Used to live down North
Yeah. You used to play Subutio with Bullman, didn't you?
Oh, Jason.
Yeah, that's him. Sounds like
Why
a nice
did
song.
you have to shag Boswell?
You did
What?
Why did you have to shag Boswell?
Bastard.
Shag her up the ass.
Did the finger her and all?
Oh,
The
Jason,
fingered Boswell.
you should have never shagged Boswell.
I'm just trying to get to a sister, I bet.
You should have never shagged
Oh,
Boswell.
Penny.
Shagged her up the
Anyway, come on, let's sing
ass.
this reggae song. Yeah, let's do this.
So, Jason, don't you ever shag Boswell. Don't you ever shag Boswell. Shag her up the ass.
Come on, everybody join in.
Oh, Jason, why did you have to shag Boswell? Why did you have to shag Boswell? Shag her up the ass.
Come on, Mum, join in.
Oh, Jason,
Nice singing, Mum.
don't you ever shag Boswell. Don't you ever shag Boswell. Shag her up the
Come on,
ass.
cats, come on. Let's hear you singing.
Oh, Jason, you should have never shagged Boswell. You should have never shagged Boswell. Shag her up the ass.
Come on, the Queen, and put yours on the
Oh, Jason,
That should have never shagged Boswell. I should never have done it, mate. That should have never shagged Boswell. Bad move.
shag her up the ass.
You fucking dirty bastard. That's right. You slag.
Oh, it's not finished. Oh, there it is. It's finished. That's Heath. No, it's called The Best Song in the World. And that's according to him. And it's written about some guy. I don't know. I don't know who he is, but yeah. And did you hear his cats as well? His cats. He always has his cats in. Remember, mew, mew, mew. Always in there. Always look out for him on Heath's songs. And no, I didn't. Just in case you're asking. But that's my wife's, like, it gets in her head and she's just about to go to bed and I've just played it and she's just gone mad at me because she hates it because it gets in her head. Anyway, Rob's joined us. Good evening, Robert. Elf Freedom UKA, Elf Freedom aka Will Smith. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, Jason. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just getting a
I'm
bit
good.
of feedback at the moment. Hang on.
You're a bit quiet.
I'm just getting a little bit of feedback at the moment.
Did you have to shake? All right, I'm stopping. Sorry, I can live with it. It's about me. It don't matter. I'm still in it, babe. People don't write songs about you.
Let's try that.
All right, Rob.
Hello.
Evening. You're a bit behind, mate.
Yeah, I'm well behind. Yeah, I can hear.
Can you hear something behind? Can you hear the noise behind you? That just needs to go off. That sounds like it's before. So it sounds like you've got a YouTube thing open. You've got
Let me
YouTube
try
playing
the
in
camera.
background.
Hang on a second.
Well, this is great stuff tonight. Good stuff tonight. We've got this. Look at this. We should have done a prep before. Taking his underpants off now. Well, wait, this is. I don't even know what he's doing. I'm just going to turn his mic off for a minute. So it stops doing that, and then I'll ask him if he's ready. Oh, I don't know if he's going to stop doing that now. We'll see if he's still doing it. Hang on. He's obviously got something going on. There's obviously a YouTube on in the background. How are we doing now? Robert. Robert, you see, I can hear me saying in the background. He's got YouTube on somewhere. There's YouTube is on. Yeah, better boomer tech. Yeah. Always cleaning the toilet midstream. I don't know. I've no idea. Rob, can we hear you?
Right, can I hear you though? That's the thing.
Can you hear me at all? I've just been saying stuff.
I can hear you now, but I don't know how far behind I am.
You're not behind at all. If you're talking to me, you're talking to me live, aren't you? But you've got a YouTube on. You've got YouTube open
Hang on
somewhere.
a second. Let me just see if I can turn everything off. Hang on. That's off.
You're not prepared. You could have had all this done. I played that song about me.
I know, man.
You've still got a YouTube open with me playing on it. I can hear myself.
I've got to watch you. Oh, I see. So turn the. I mean, I can see myself on here. Hang on a second.
Yeah, but you need to turn it off so that you can just
All right,
see.
I'm off. Done.
There we
How's
go.
that?
That's what we're confusing you.
I'm easily confused.
Well, we all are at sometimes. How are you doing anyway?
I'm all right, man. Yeah. It's been my birthday week this week.
Oh, is it? Oh, happy birthday. How many's that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm fucking ancient, mate. Yeah. April the 1st, boy.
April the 1st.
Yeah, someone's got to be.
Well,
Someone's got to be in April Fool.
my daughter's half sister's April 1st.
Your daughter's half sister.
Yeah. So after me and her mum split up, her mum had another kid.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I've got a nice present actually. I've got from my boys. I've got a nice air fryer. I don't know if anyone's like into those air fryers. They're great for saving money.
Air fryers. We had one, but I think we used it a couple of times and then just put it away. I think that's the thing with air fryers. Everyone's got an air fryer, haven't they, and a bread maker.
The thing is, you really need them now. What with the price of your gas going up and everything, hey, Webby, you know.
Jimmy Hagan says my son and ex-missus are both April. I'm April, and so's my wife is April as well.
Are we all Aryans then, together?
Well, I'm a Taurian.
Oh, that's a load of bull.
Hey, boom. There's what you want to be careful. The Wigan Joker will nick that.
Yeah, I know. No, so yeah, just been, doing shit and stuff like that. I thought it was about time a Southern voice came on for a while.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem. So what's been going on with you? What's been pissing you off? Or
well, actually, I'd just like to this whole fucking Chris Rock and Will I Am or whatever his name is, Will Smith bollocks. It really is a load of bollocks because I put in the chat room. Pfizer sponsor the whole Oscars, and Pfizer are bringing out a new drug for alopecia. So everyone on MSM is talking about alopecia. So it all makes sense to me,
Well, I don't know about. Listen, I don't know whether it's Pfizer sponsor Oscars. I don't know whether they've got an alopecia drug coming out. It wouldn't surprise me, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't. I know, but I've not researched it for myself, so I'm not going to. But it would make sense to me if that's true. Then we've got as raison d'être.
Yeah. And like the whole also, I mean, like I sent you that link today, I know we were talking a little bit briefly about the whole food and stuff like that, but on chat before, but I really do. I'm a bit concerned about the whole price of food and everything going up and everything. What with the price of fuel going up, I mean, crops are going up. You know, the price of like the shit that they spray on the fields is going up. I mean, I don't like any of those. I prefer everything to be organic myself. But I mean, the whole point of me being health freedom is just try and find ways of keeping your health as best as possible for as cheaply as possible. Like, you know, I mean, I with pesticides and stuff, what they spray on the vegetables, I try and get rid of pesticides by dumping my fruit and veg into just a tablespoon of like, okay, what is it I use? I can't remember now. Fucking my brain's gone.
Shit.
Yeah, shit, something like that. Yeah, but there's lots of ways of cleaning your veg and stuff like that. But you just need to try all sorts of different ways. What about you?
Me?
What are you
Oh,
up to?
me.
Yeah.
I've been swimming today.
Bicarbonate of soda, that's the one, man. Bicarbonate of soda, that's what I use.
What do you do with that though?
Well,
What
you
do you
just
do?
like
Rub it on your body like talcum powder?
Yeah, you can do, man, if you want. Yeah.
It's
You
fucking
sniff
waste
it,
though, isn't it?
do a little line. You know, it's quite nice. So you get your veg and you put it in a bowl, okay, and then you fill the bowl up with water, and then you get some bicarbonate of soda, and then you put the bicarbonate of soda into the bowl with the water. You leave it for 15 minutes, and it will get rid of about 90% of your pesticides.
Oh fucking hell! I'm trying to fuck about with this thing across, and I've just put finishing my poo.
He's finishing his poo.
I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm sorting fucking. I'm just trying to get a banner sorted out to go across bottom to advertise new email address, and to get people to go to forum as well. Because there's not much happens on forum, but if you join up, then there's plenty to read. Then there's plenty to read. So if anything happens, like, you know, get booted off YouTube or all that, I can keep people up to date and know what's going on and that. Because Facebook is fucking a load of bollocks. But everyone can join the forum.
That's why I also said that about if you set up a Telegram channel, you can do that, and you can even broadcast on Telegram at the same time if you wanted.
All right, okay. I'll have a look at that, actually.
You know, and you can set up moderators or administrators and shit like that. I've just seen Newbean saying, I've also heard the apple cider vinegar for cleaning. Yeah, that's true. You can use apple cider vinegar as well. Yeah, for cleaning out your veg. Apple cider vinegar is also great for after meals because it acts as a probiotic in your body as well, and it helps break down the food better.
The sun's in Pisces at the moment, Jace. Hang on, what's that say? Oh, fucking hell. The sun's in Pisces at the moment, Jace. What date were you born? See, data mining. People data mining. I'm born near end of month. So one of them days.
You're not saying, Jason?
Eh?
You're not saying what day?
28th. I mean, what does it matter? You probably find that somewhere anyway.
Oh, just wondered.
Yeah, so that's mine. My wife's is 17th. See, I've given us all away now. That's it. We'll both have fucking massive mortgages taken out in our names and not be able to know whose it is, who's done it.
Now, I was talking about crypto last time I was on as well. I know some people are a bit pissed off about it, but have you seen that the UK is going to become a crypto hub? But I think Rishi Sunak announced that or something.
Jimmy says he loved you in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I've had the Breaking Bad, Jimmy. I've had it so many fucking times, man.
28th isn't fucking Aries. It's fucking
Hang on a second,
Taurus.
I'll show you something. Bear with.
All right, it's 28th is Taurus. Up to 22nd, isn't it? That's Aries. So my wife's an Aries and I'm a Taurus. See, that's probably why we gel so well.
Birthday present.
Hit up your food banks if you need better. Still grow your own. Yeah, better still grow your own. Grow your own stuff. That's what it's all about. Get your own stuff. Oh, what's that say? Oh, let's. Oh, you've got a Breaking Bad T-shirt, man.
No, look. No, that's me. Look, there you go. See? That's when I make me stuff.
What is it? A fucking apron?
Yeah.
What for?
Well, when
It's
I
not
make
very-
my shit.
It's not a very big apron, is it? It looks like a fucking
made some-
T-shirt for a dwarf.
I've recently made some. What have I made? Fucking brain's gone today.
I don't even know what he's doing. Are you getting out dwarf's T-shirt?
No, it's gone there. No.
Did I tell everybody Webby's gone to bed?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he's gone to bed. So that's when I said, like, Web. Someone said, get on Webby and that. But he's gone to bed. So he's working in the morning. So go on then. What were you saying? You were showing me something.
I've made a salve. I made a salve out of a certain leaf. Let's say. I made some salve and I used that, and magnesium oil as well.
Magnesium. You see, I've just started taking iodine.
Have you?
Yeah, I've just started taking iodine. Yeah. I've got.
Meant to be good for your thyroid and stuff like that.
I believe so.
Is that was that Clive de Carle's iodine or?
Yeah, he sent me. I mean, it's right good. This fucking interviewing people game, right? Because some people, if you get good people like him, they send you some fucking goodies. Like I tell you, I get books, but he sent me some. Apart from one fucking wanker, when me and Andy were on, there was this fucking bloke that he were doing CBD pet food. So we had him on, and I think I pissed him off because I said he looked like fucking. I said to him, you look like Michael Scott out of the American Office. And he said he were going to send me some over, but I think I pissed him off, and I never fucking got out.
So
But most people, Clive de Carle sent me this big box of shit, and there were loads of stuff in it. Bicarbonate of soda's in it. I just don't know what to do with it. What do I do with it? Do I rub it on my scent or
soda? You can just soak
put it on my nipples?
It's meant to be good for your liver as well, isn't it? Bicarbonate of soda.
I've no idea. I don't know. I've got a fucking bag of it upstairs. I don't know. Yeah, all right. It's good for my liver. What do I do with it? Do I snort it?
I don't know. All I know about bicarbonate of soda is I use it to clean my vegetables. That's it. But apparently, I've also read that it's good for your liver as well. So maybe look it up, Jace.
Look up. Well, but I know, but I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to read it on that back, but it all comes thing. But he sent me loads of stuff. I got a bag full of vegan fucking magnesium pills. Only thing were, I think he's on fucking.
So what I did was,
it must have got a fucking load of them because it said take 8 a day. Fucking 8 a day. Jesus Christ, I'm always rattling anyway.
Yeah, it's quite hard to take stuff over a period, isn't it? I mean, I take a lot of vitamins and minerals, but it is really, really difficult to take them throughout the day. I mean, what I try and do is make up a juice, with lots of bananas and God knows what, and fruits, frozen fruits, and then put my vitamins and stuff in them, and then just drink it throughout the day.
A couple of spoons in water and drink. What sort of spoons, though? Them big ones or them little ones? Because I can never tell the difference between teaspoons and tablespoons. Well, I can, but I can't tell you, abbreviated version of teaspoon and tablespoon would be fucking same. So when it says one and then it says TSP, it's what's that? Tablespoon. Or
teaspoon.
Yeah, no, but it could be tablespoon. It's still a T, isn't it?
Because it's TSBS then, tablespoon.
What's tablespoons?
TBSL or something like that.
It don't know. It always TSP, isn't it? So I've always seen TSP. So I thought, right, it's got to be teaspoons, tablespoons. Oh, and that's not good, is it? Especially if you're taking like 1 tablespoon or something in your. So teaspoons then in a bit of
Kitty says baking soda to clean your teeth as well.
baking soda. Oh, I'm just having mine fucking ripped out and some more pudding. I think just gonna have a fucking overall. But I'm still gonna have like yellow ones in that and different colours. I've got a golden, you know.
Yeah. You must be loaded with the gold.
I got that when I was about 14. They fucking, I went to dentist when I was about 14. This is what it was like in 80s, kids. I know people fucking like pull 80s down, but when I were in 80s, back, when I were in them, about 14, I needed some dental treatment and I needed 2 caps and he offered me gold. So I said, yeah, make them gold. So I had 2, but one's like got fucking pulled out when I was skinned. TSP equals teaspoon. TBSP equals tablespoon. See, but when you got
TBSP, see, I told you.
But that's she's foreign though, isn't she? She's from Sweden. You see, is that's Swedish rules though? What about British rules? Oh dear me. So what's been going on with you then? What have you been up to?
Not a lot, mate. Honestly, I just watched. Just like I said to you, I've had my sister over from Spain. I posted something about Spain, and she was telling me that because her husband, he sent her a video, and Spain is being battered right now. So anyone going over there right now is going to be in for a very windy, wet holiday on the Costa del Sol.
Oh, right, that was I didn't get any of that. Sorry, I was reading chat room.
No,
so what about Costa del Sol?
Yeah, basically the weather's fucking atrocious over there right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
it's terrible here as well. We've got tablespoons and teaspoons. It's upper and lower case. See, we've got a debate going on now. This is what it's all about. This is what YouTube was designed for. This debate, right? A teaspoon is a teaspoon wherever you go, right? And somebody said, if it's a teaspoon, hang on, it's upper and lower case, Jason. TSP and T. Yeah, but TSP and TSP, upper and lower case. Which one's which? Is the tablespoon bigger? Is the tablespoon with a capital T? So no wonder we've got a sugar problem in this fucking country. We're getting fucking people making cakes and it says 2 teaspoons of sugar and they're putting 2 fucking tablespoons of sugar in, all because of this fucking.
Jason, have you noticed how sugar's never really gone up that much over the years? Funny that, isn't
it? You know what? I thought that was funny and all.
Strange that everything else fucking goes up. Your fuel goes up, your age goes up, but the price of sugar doesn't go up much.
The price, sugar, no, it doesn't. Sugar, no, it won't do. No, but there's that big sugar place down at Newark, isn't there? There's a big sugar place at Newark. I've been past it a few times. It's right next to A1. It's a right big old fucking place.
Tate and Lyle's down there on the way to Bury St Edmunds, I think.
I don't think anybody knows where Bury St Edmunds is.
On the way to Norfolk or that Norfolk.
That's why, but nobody knows where it is because it's on the way to Norfolk.
Yeah.
Oh, you're down there aren't they? Or you're like near Peterborough, Cambridgeshire.
I'm in Bedfordshire.
Bedfordshire.
Yeah, Bedfordshire.
Right. Oh, Jabby Dodgers. That's TCP, Jimmy. See, now we've got TCP.
Oh, TCP, yeah. Do you remember that? You used to swill your mouth with it or put it on your sores or anything.
Yeah, but
gargle with it.
Is it TCP or is it table CP? You see? We've just opened up a can of spoons.
Very good. Yeah.
In fact, I might invent that, a can of spoons. Just like, someone just, gets a can We could get a can of spoons, and then they open them up, and there's like, you know, a number of spoons in
Yeah,
there.
actually, it's interesting. Jerry Sonifik said there about like the sugar tax, and it's true. Well, let's adjust this. And it's true about the sugar tax, right? Because I think that they put the sugar tax for companies, remember, right? And that was all about trying to push sweeteners in foods, which is terrible for your health. Artificial sugars are absolutely a joke for your health. And that's why they push. That's why you can't get, like, I bet I don't know if your dandelion on Burbadoc is proper sugar or is it sweeteners, Jason?
It is botanically brewed. Fermented dandelion and burdock drink with herbal extracts. See? It's got herbals in it. Ingredients. Sugar. 7.8 grams of sugar.
Oh, so it's got proper sugar then?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's Fentimans, it's fucking expensive. It's like £3.5 a fucking bottle.
Oh, no, I've seen it in the shops, man. I've seen it. It's well expensive because again, it's like they said, there's a sugar tax now, and that's why it's like you used to get high juice. Do you remember high juice? High juice used to have proper sugar in it, a bit like what was that? What was that fucking drink that you used to drink when you were ill? What was it?
Lucozade.
Yeah, that's all now artificial sugars.
GB ingredients: carbonated water, fermented ginger nut extract, water, glucose syrup, ginger nut, pear juice concentrate, yeast, sugar, glucose syrup, pear juice concentrate. I've fucking done that one, haven't I?
Yeah, that glucose syrup's a load of shit as well.
Infusions, dandelion, not burdock, not, huh? Dandelion, not burdock. Infusions, natural flavourings. So no, it's not got any aspartame in it, man. It's good stuff. I like it.
Well, at least it hasn't got the artificial sugars in it, mate.
Yeah, that's the thing, innit? You want to just avoid that sort of shit.
Yeah.
What drink should we read next week? Says Bebo.
I've just started distilling my water as well for tap. I've started to distill my water because there's so much now. They're putting fluoride. I mean, Bedfordshire was one of the areas they've been putting fluoride in the water for the last sort of 5-6 years, and now it's gone national where they're fluoridating the water. So I've started to distill my water now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it takes everything out, including the fluoride, because I mean, fluoride blocks your pineal gland, your middle eye, fucks your body up, man.
Do you think? You know, like people like us, as we'd say that we understand things and the way things are better than other people. I'd say anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even somebody that's here and doesn't agree with us, they're still looking at something different, aren't they? They're still looking at something different.
Yeah, I think everyone that comes to this channel is doing something different from the average person. You know, like here we go. Bebo just said, I've been distilling for 10 years. I mean, I've just started distilling, you know, so, and I have to say, it's really made a big difference. It's making a big difference. Water tastes amazing when you distill it. It really does.
But it's got no nutrients in it.
Yeah, but you get so many. You see, although you're taking out like the calcium and magnesium, you know, you can get a lot of those in salt. I mean, if you're having decent salt, does not remove. How do you know that, CMB? I didn't know that. I thought it removed everything. That's what I've led to believe. You know, so I don't know where he's getting that from. Yeah,
It does remove. It says
yeah, rainwater's distilled with chemtrails, mate. Is all I would say, and they're real.
Luke Briers, nice to see you too. I hope you're well. Smoking the good, I hope. No, I'm just about to try and make one. I'm just hoping to try and get him on a subject that he just wants to talk about all the time, and then I can just So I've got these things, these cones. Have you seen these?
I've seen those before, yeah, man.
Yeah, I've just bought some today. I thought, I'll have some cones. Why not have some cones?
And it uses a lot of weed, doesn't it, when you have to fill them up?
Oh well, I've only had one. I know we're doing that.
I'm still dry now, Jason.
Intro
From
track we're playing.
January the 5th, I knocked it on the head, man.
Say that again.
January the 5th, I knocked it on the head.
Oh, did you? You know, I did as well, but I've just sort of drawn myself back on into
I'm having the maddest dreams, though, still.
Distilled water really does taste amazing, Jason. Let me see where that is. Like really fresh, and you can add salt back into it. This I'm not saying it. I'm just putting up one things I don't know. I know Adie's got a purifier. I don't know what difference between distilling and purifying.
Chris Parsley, what's the flash point of fluoride? I've no idea, mate. You tell me.
I don't know what a flash point is.
Isn't there two types of fluoride as well? Isn't there like the natural fluoride, and isn't there the chemical fluoride, which Hitler put in the water to dumb down the prisoners, apparently? And wasn't that didn't we invent that, the British?
I don't know. I didn't fucking invent. Oh, whoever
fluoride
it weren't fucking me.
Fluoride is an industrial waste that they put into the water in the water works, you know. So yeah, it's meant to be good for your teeth.
Luke Breyer says, "Hey Jason, I have a good guest for you. Look up Deborah Hatswell. She's very interesting and talks about cryptids in the UK, especially Bigfoot. Good info available there. Oh, I'll look at that. I'd love to talk to somebody about Bigfoot.
Why not? I've got big feet.
You know what they say about blokes with big feet, don't you?
Big shoes, mate. Yeah, I know.
Fucking hell. On the ball tonight.
Yeah, what is a cryptid? Or a crypt? Yeah, what is a cryptid, Kendo?
A cryptid is it's a thingy, a fucking Bigfoot, I suppose. One of them. I don't know. Cryptids. Right, what's her name? Deborah Hatswell.
Yeah, cheers, Jerry. Hydrofluoric acid is the industrial waste called fluoride.
Hydrofluoric acid, yeah.
Hydrofluoric acid.
Hatswell. Deborah Hatswell, yeah, I'll certainly look that up, and I am doing more stuff around house.
Yeah, true, Denny. True, Denny. Hairy Bastards are banned. Only baldies allowed on the show.
I don't know. We had Jimmy on overnight, you know.
Yeah, we did have Jimmy on, didn't we?
So he's got fucking tons of hair. He's got like far too fucking much. He's got mine in yours,
hasn't he? With the hair, isn't he?
And fucking Dinny's. Oh, fucking hell. Imagine that. Dinny, Jimmy should donate some of his hair to Dinny as a peace offering.
Nick GB, cryptid is Bigfoot money. Very good.
Cryptids is Bigfoot money. Wigan Joke said he stopped drinking Iron Brew and Lucozade because they put aspartame in them. There's aspartame in just about everything in there at the moment, which is why I like drinking that. But I don't drink any fucking these zero things where it says, oh, you've got fucking Coke Zero or whatever.
Yeah, all of that is bollocks anyway. It's still artificial sugars, isn't it? It doesn't matter whether it's called zero or whatever. It's still artificial sugars.
Yeah, but it's I should
Jensen should launch his own crypto. Don't start that. He got into trouble before. Spanish. Was it Spanish non? Who was it? Who said no? Chris Partridge.
The raccoon coin or the racoin.
Jason coin.
Jason coin. Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? The Jason, and you get like one every time you listen on here, and then we could share them between each other. Yeah, it could have a value between each other. I'll give you for one Jason coin. I can get invited round to Jason's house for tea and that. That fucking won't happen, like. But
talking about invites, Jason, what's happening with this get together, mate?
Well, I'm still in planning stages. It's a very long planning procedure.
Yeah, you love your planning, don't you?
Listen, I do it in my head. Do you know what I did last night? Right, last night I'd sat and I'd watched Match at Day 2, and then I watched a couple of really got a really interesting. Like, if you're into aviation, which I'm not really into aviation, but there's this guy called and look, you can see what he's fucking doing. He's just one of these fucking YouTube blogs. And he's called Kelsey, but it comes on his channel's called 7-4 Gear. He's a 747 pilot, and so what he does is he analyzes like clips of air traffic control between what's going on between pilots and air traffic control. When they're having rows and stuff like that. He does all sorts of stuff like that. So he plays it, and then he analyzes what's gone on and what have you. It's pretty decent. You have to watch a couple of adverts and stuff, but you can turn them down or go like that. I just go like that. If there's an advert that comes on telly, I just go like that, honestly. Like, no, I'm not looking. And then I try and turn sound down as well. I try to beat them. I'm trying to beat capitalism and take that. You know what I once did? I once did this because I hate capitalism that much. What I did is I was fucking watching somewhere that I'd recorded, and adverts came on, right? And when thing came back on, just as last advert finished, and the program were just about to come back on, I realised, fucking hell, I've sat through them and it's fucking recorded. So I rewound back to the bit where it ended, and then I fast forwarded through fucking adverts, just so that I just do my bit for anti-capitalisms.
Tuber said, "Is there a market for distilled urine? Is that the ultimate super drink?"
Hey, yeah, you know what it might be. Your fluoride's free. Yes, you're right there, Wigan Joker. I'm sure he's still listening in bed. Jesus Christ! It's just there he is. Thank you, thank God for that. Webby's in there, so he can respond to that. Your fluoride is free. Martin Jonathan Beale says, "Howdy, Jason and the Racks." So he's saying hello to you, but you can't see him because he's on Facebook. So the YouTube chat room can't see him, but I can see you in there because it pops up on mine. I don't get many comments on Facebook. Actually, I don't even get many people watching. I don't even know why I bother. I could really just ditch Facebook, couldn't I, altogether? And nobody on Facebook would be fucking none the wiser.
Actually, I did want to ask Webby something. Actually, I was ashamed he's not on because I live in social housing, and I wonder, and my like gas and electric things are outside my house, so I wonder how that works. In terms of them being able to access it, because they could access it themselves, couldn't they? Because I did watch his video about it. I mean, it's quite difficult to get your head round, but I can understand why he's getting more and more hits now as well.
Martin Johnson, I'll address that in a minute. Just very important. Martin Johnson Beale says, "I'm Weefy Man in it." So there you go. That's who is watching us on Facebook. Good evening, Weefy Man. Remember Weefy Man from the chat room? He apparently can't get in, or he's blocked or something. I don't know. But set up another I don't know how it does. Nobody's blocked. Nobody's banned or anything. So I don't know whether. I don't know what it is, but anyway, Weefy. Good evening, Weefy. Sorry, I keep calling you Martin Jonathan Beale, don't I? When nobody really should know your name. So I won't call you that in future so that nobody knows. In fact, I'll take it down. There you go. So no one will see your actual real name and look you up on Facebook and then start stalking you. Because that happens, you know.
I still haven't had a telly for I haven't had a telly for 7 years, Jason, something like that.
You've not had a telly for 7 years. We should get you some one.
No, it's fucking programming. That's why they call it TV programming, isn't it?
But you can have a TV and just watch. AD has a TV and he has a little laptop next to it with an HDMI cable. And he just watches internet videos on it all the time. Shit like this.
I just watch PooTube, you know, and Brand New Tube and BitChute and shit like that. That's what you know. But TV, I gave up on it years ago, man.
I've been sat on my arse for a couple of years though, haven't I? So
yeah, but you can get everything on. I mean, like I wanted to watch a video the other day. I went to the pound shop and I bought myself Anchorman. Anchorman for £1. Love that movie.
Well, yeah, I thought you hadn't got a telly. What are you going to fucking watch it on?
Plug it in the computer, man.
Jason, I am watching you on 52. Well, 52 inch. All right, there you go. See, that's what you do. You see, watch this. See, I was watching Jimmy on telly last night. You were on TV, and yeah, I got my pad out and I could interact with chat. So I didn't interact with chat, but I could have done if I wanted to.
You're probably right, Dennis. YouTube is as bad as TV. You're right, mate. Absolutely.
It is, but it's different, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you've got a bit more choice. And again, you know, I mean, there's other. It's not just YouTube that I watch. I watch Brand New Tube. I watch BitChute. You know, so again, you can just choose what subject you want to watch. So it's not produced by the mass media, is it? Like, or the propaganda shit.
Well, it is though, isn't it? The mass media's took it over.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like Channel 4. Yeah, I know what I was going to bring up. See old, what's his name? Tesla. What's his name? Who owns Tesla? What's his name?
I know what you mean.
Him. He owns 10% now of Twitter, isn't it, or something? Or
Twitter, yeah, he's bought a load of Twitter. He's a majority shareholder, isn't he?
Yeah. As if he's going to make a fucking difference.
Elon Musk, innit? That's his name.
That's it, Musky. He sounds a bit musky.
Elon Musk thinks it's more important for that fucking cunt to go, I've been in space, man.
I love his fake rockets, man, and his fake cars in space. That's just great, isn't it?
That was brilliant, that car, though. Have we got a picture on it?
That car was just quality, wasn't it? Any cunt who believed that must... Well, I don't know what to say, really. My sons believed it, so there you go. One of them, I think, believed it, or two of them, I don't know.
Hey, that would be on Golden Balls. Look out, I had hair then, look.
Fucking hell.
Aren't I young there?
You look handsome there.
Fucking handsome? Fucking hell, what are you on about, handsome? Of course I am. Still am. I've got one of my own weakest link as well, where I've fucking airbrushed out my fucking muffin top because I were such a vain bastard. But now I don't mind telling you it were a muffin top and I airbrushed it out.
I've got to take my sister back to the airport tomorrow, Jace. And
say that what?
Her flight's not till like 3:30. She wants to get there about 11 o'clock in the morning.
I just Googled it. The car was in outer space. The car was in outer space.
Yeah, it's space junk now, isn't it?
Yeah, he Googled it. I think that's the point there. He's being sarcastic. I can see that in text. Life is like that scene in Iron Man, the fake Mandarin. I've never seen Iron Man. You're a ginger, Jace, says Dinny. No, I fucking wasn't a ginger. Never was. Married one. See, because I was jealous. I wanted to be ginger. That's why it probably looked ginger. It didn't look fucking ginger on that anyway. Let me
You're
fucking...
gingerous, Dennis. We're offended.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see where he's getting the ginger from, Jace.
Yeah, I weren't ginger. That's the lighting on Golden Balls,
Yeah.
isn't it? Have you seen
Yeah, it
that?
is.
Fucking front row, I've got a killer. I've got a fucking another killer on other front row. Fucking bastards.
Yeah.
Telling you. Fucking fix as well. Fix the cunts. Yeah.
They didn't want
Does
any
anyone
ginger,
does
did they?
anyone want to see me a fucking picture of me stuck halfway up in a lift? In my lift in my house. That's me stuck halfway up my lift.
You look happy there, mate.
Oh yeah, fucking hell! You ought to see me. I was like fucking jumping for joy. Fucking jumping for joy. Hey dear.
Was Watson
Google
not
is akin
after
to
you?
the bloke in the pub. You what?
Was Watson not after you?
No. I think he's after that car alarm that keeps going off. Yeah, but yeah, that fucking Golden Balls, that were a right fucking swizz. I only went on it because it were. I can even tell you a fucking story why I went on it. I went to see me niece who'd fell and broke her arm, so I went to her house to see her, and like my sister was there, and they were watching Golden Balls, and I said, "God, this is such a big pile of shite." I said, "I'm going to go on this. I'm going to apply to go on. I'm going to go on. I'm going to fucking tell Jasper Carrot what a big pile of shite it is." So I fucking did it, didn't I? I didn't tell him it were a big pile of shite. I intimated that to him.
Oh, you fucking bottled it, mate.
We've got one here. Moses Dize says, "Hello, viewers. I don't have much to say. There are so many scammers going on online, so we can detect the real herbal medicine doctors. Thank God for leading me. Thank God for leading me. Please don't ignore this post. It's real. Dr. Iromon is a real herbal doctor. He cured me herpes virus."
That's
Yeah.
a nice.
It's good,
That's a
that,
nice
isn't it? Do you
one.
reckon that's a scam? Anyone want to email that and say I was fully recorded with four? This is in chat. This has just appeared on Facebook chat.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. I can see it's the Facebook, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just popped up on Facebook chat. That, yeah. So there you go.
That's not scammy at all, is it?
It's not a scam at all, is it? Please, viewers out
No.
there, you don't have any deadly disease.
No.
Don't fail to contact him via email. Oh, this is good. This. Hang on a minute, right? So, he's a real herbal doctor. He cured me from herpes virus.
Yeah.
I am living so happy and free. Whoa, this herpes, this fucking making me fucking, honestly, it's tyrannical. I'm got no freedom whatsoever. But now I've got rid of it, I am fucking free and happy. Because I was sad, obviously, when I were not free and I were under tyrannical rule. I was fully recovered within 4 weeks of usage of Dr. Iromon. I thought that was said demon at first, and it was, but anyway. Herbal medicine. Please, viewers out there that have any deadly diseases. Anyone deadly diseases? Anybody? Hands up
Jason,
if you've got a
I
deadly
bet you
disease.
a penny to a pound, he speaks pigeon.
He probably does. Is it? He might be, yeah. Good bloke. I know he's a long time listener from the pigeon community.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
You
He's
ain't
all
done
right, him.
pigeon for a while, man.
This is good. It all sort of. No, we haven't heard pigeon. We'll have a quick look tonight before we go. Oh, I've just gone over, haven't I? Hang on. We're 2 minutes late tonight, though. Please, viewers, have you got any deadly diseases? Anybody? Anybody with deadly diseases? I fucking don't fail to contact it. Don't fail. You've got you can just say, well, I didn't fucking fail because I didn't even try.
Jason, do you reckon anyone who comes to your show has had any of the jabs?
Yeah, I know a few people that have had jabs. Yeah, I know a few new people who come to this show have had jabs.
Yeah, what the COVID jabs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for anybody though, right? Just ignore that. What's up on screen? It's a fucking scam. Just in case. Has anyone got some preparation H for dinner? Here we go. Jimmy's here. Go on, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
How you doing, Will and Jason?
Good, man.
Is the audio okay?
The audio was fine. It's spot on, pal.
Yeah, you sound all right,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, no, that's fine because I was saying earlier it might have been reverb, but I think last night there may actually have been something else going on with monitors being on the webcam. You know, it's a little bit complicated. Like audio on a Linux system can be a little bit tricky at times, you know. But so there may actually have been something else other than reverb going on.
You're on Linux, Jimmy?
Linux, yeah.
Fucking
Is that to
Linux.
avoid all the fucking problems that we get on, with everything on Outlook or Microsoft and all that?
Don't get any problems on Linux, and that's, to be honest, we don't get any problems.
Is that your job then, to do with computers?
No. Well, yeah, it's my mission in life, just to be free from Bill Gates' technology. Yeah, it's kind of like a personal mission. Yeah.
I use a VPN. I bought a VPN, and I don't get any problems really. I don't get any adverts pop up anywhere now since I've got a VPN. I've got one of these lifetime VPNs, that plugs into via your computer and your network.
All right.
You were asking about deadly diseases. I actually have one.
All right. What's it called? Life.
Life. Yeah. I mean, you're doomed from your start, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, but you can make fun of it, can't you? It's not like fucking, just fucking dire alcohol poisoning. You died happy, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, well, it's true because I was doing a job there the last few days, just a little bit of landscaping for the son of a man I used to work for, and he was recently diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and he was in for an operation last week, and so he got through his operation. And straight away, the minute he was out of hospital, he was out doing what he usually does. He was out, went for a game of cards one night, and then he was out playing pool the next night, and smoking away like a fucking whore, and doing the stuff that he loves to do. And one thing's for sure, and I know this man, and he's really like salt of the earth type. He's good family, and no bullshit. His wife believed all the COVID shite and all that, and even went so far as signs outside the door, and he was just exasperated by all the madness of it all. But he is not going to just go out without. He's going to have fun before he dies. That's for sure.
Did he take the treble top though, Jimmy?
I didn't ask him. I assume, from what I know about his wife, that he probably would have had to leave the house if he didn't. That sort of way. It's sad. It's really fucking sad.
There's so much links to people getting sicker after having the vaccines, though, aren't there? There really is.
We're never going to know, Will, are we? Because it's all going to be hidden with all these sudden death. Sudden death seems to be the thing, and lots of young people just died suddenly, and this is the new killer.
Those, is it defibrillators or whatever it is, that brings your heart back? Defibrillator, that's it, yeah.
Defibrillator.
They're putting them all in the bloody towns now, aren't they? Everywhere now. And they're fitting them into schools as well.
I've noticed that they've been doing this for some time. This is not a recent thing. They started this back a number of years ago here, possibly 10 years ago. They started dotting these all over the place, and I don't know whether I should have my conspiratorial head on, like that they would have known it way back then, but they have been putting them into places where people congregate over the last 10 years, you know.
Did you see that in the Miami Open tennis, at least 2 players had to retire?
I didn't see that, but what I did notice was the Florida Open, the tennis, 15 players had to retire due to problems with breathing. That was last week.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how many it was. I heard it was at least 2. Yeah.
15.
Yeah, and who was that ex-Spanish champ? What was his name? Nadal. Rafael Nadal, wasn't it?
Yep, Nadal's the Spanish guy.
He had to retire, didn't he? He was in the final and he had to retire or something because of chest pains.
Probably. I mean, it happens to all of them, doesn't it? I mean,
and he was the one who was moaning about Novaks, wasn't he?
That's right.
Well, they were all fucking moaning about Novaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all. Look. That's the thing. We've been conditioned. We're being conditioned. We're in it. We saw it coming. That this is a normal. They said a new normal right at the very beginning, didn't they? That's what they said. There's going to be a new normal, and this is it.
Look at the conditioning with Russia now, you know, and Ukraine, and now they're trying to say that the Russians are killing all these people, you know, and they're having their hands tied behind their backs and everything. You know, I mean, I saw a video where I saw Ukrainian soldiers shooting Russian soldiers in the legs.
I wasn't able to watch that, Phil. I've seen it going around. I just wasn't. I have this aversion to watching people being tortured and die on screen.
That was on Max Egan, wasn't it? Jimmy, I don't know if you watch him.
I don't pay any attention to him at all. No, I know who he is, exactly who he is, so I don't pay any attention.
I've interviewed him a few times.
I know Jason, and nothing against him, like, but I just
no, not against him. I listen. I'm with you, pal. I'm with you.
You want to listen to him then, Jimmy?
I do listen to him from time to time, but I don't take him seriously.
He's stuck out in Mexico now, isn't he?
He's fucked at the moment because he doesn't even seem to have the ability to do his usual live streams. He used to do regular updates when he was in Australia, and then somebody told him that the cops were coming to visit one evening for a cup of tea and have a chat, and he left the country, and I think he's in Mexico now somewhere. So
he is, isn't he? And he's with the crypto vigilante Jeff Berwick, isn't he?
I do watch him as well too, and but I'm not sure he's with him anymore. I think he's out on his own now. So
no, he is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's been wandering around looking for a place to fit in, and I'm not even sure even if he has a place to live. You know, so
no, he's. You know, he looks really lost, doesn't he? To be honest with you,
he shouldn't have left, man. You know, he was the one that's been talking for the last 2 years about, oh, we got to do something. We got to stand up. And the first hint of problems, he goes running like a little baby.
Who are we talking about here?
Max Egan.
Max Egan.
Yes, he's a strange one, Max. But you know, I had to sit here and talk to people and let them spout the shit.
Well, he thought he was going to get stitched up, didn't he, in Australia?
Keep my wife's dick out of your fucking mouth.
That's a good one, Jay, isn't it? Yeah. We love our Obama, we do, and especially Big Mike. We love Big Mike the best.
Who?
Big Mike.
Who's Big Mike? You know,
Michelle is Big Mike.
Oh, Michael. You see, I didn't get the Will Smith to Barack Obama. Like, you know, I didn't get the link. So
Oh, it's
yeah,
all linked.
Michael.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, don't ask me what his second name is, but you know, I can't remember what his
It's
second name is.
banana-like, isn't it?
It's scary, like.
Barracuda albana.
Oh, banana.
You just wonder what's going on, don't you? Is it all inverted? Is he a bloke? I mean, is he a woman and she's the bloke?
Well, I don't know about Obama, but I'll tell you what, Michelle has one hell of. She's fairly well endowed with whatever is under that skirt of his or hers. I don't know what to call it anymore, but
it's a penis.
It certainly would appear to be.
It is.
Or
It's a penis.
As Alex Jones would term it, you got an anaconda under there.
Fucking Alex Jones, man.
Yeah. Well, he was making people up way. Actually, he was doing better work a few years ago, but you know, I'm hit and miss with Alex. You know, but I still listen to him. You know, from time to time. But
as soon as he started supporting Trump, that was it for me.
Why?
It was all over then for me.
Oh. I actually started to respect Alex a bit more when Trump appeared on his show.
Why is that then?
Well, look, at the end of the day, I thought Trump had done some really great things. You know, I was a Trump. I am still kind of a Trump supporter. I still think that like he may be back and he may actually pull America out of the crisis that they're in now. I don't know who else is going to do it, because I tell you what, that potato head is going to drag that country down into the gutter. It's already there, you know. So I like Trump, you know.
But don't you think he's just part of the system, Jimmy?
Of course he is. Absolutely. He wouldn't have got to be president unless he was chosen to be there, you know. I always viewed it that, like, okay, at least there seems to be someone to counter the other arseholes that are trying to destroy the world. So, and I have no illusions about Trump, don't get me wrong. I know he's a fucking arsehole, but whatever his job was, he was put there to do a job.
He was also a friend of Epstein, though, wasn't he, as well?
There's lots of rumors. And I wouldn't rule out that he's highly compromised. Definitely not. You know, I'm told, right, you're going to be president, and you better fucking take it, or we're going to release the tapes. It would not surprise me in the slightest.
Do you think that you see, for me, the old Trump Brexit thing at that time, because they were around about the same time, weren't they? Right. I think that was just like it gave us some fucking. I remember feeling when fucking Brexit were, you know, that we'd voted leave. I remember that feeling that morning. I could still even remember where I were, probably.
Like 9/11, you probably remember where you were then too. One of those days.
But you know what I mean? It's like they created just this little blip in history, so that in a couple of years' time there'll be documentaries on Channel 4 or BBC or whatever fucking platform it is then, saying I don't know, 20, you know, the latter stage of the 21s, 2010s. The latter stages were how we almost fell to the far right, you know, that sort of thing. This is what's going to happen. They're going to be I reckon they fucking played us all along. I do. I reckon they played us all along.
Well, I think the way I see it basically is that England.
I was erect, Gail. I was erect. Sorry, go on.
There is definitely some sort of shift going on the geopolitical end. It's hard to know what the game plan is, because I was totally behind the British people's choice to get the fuck out of the EU. You know, that you actually done the right thing, but as a lot of commentators are saying now, this Ukraine crisis seems to have nullified Brexit completely for you, because what's actually happened now is you've actually cut yourselves off from a key market by putting sanctions on Russia. You've cut yourselves off from a key marketplace, which is going to make it really, really fucking difficult for you going into the future, making with trading and stuff like that, you know. And I think I kind of get that, you know, that it does seem to be a really bad move, you know.
It's all deliberate though, Jimmy. Come on, it's all part of this World Economic Forum Klaus Schwab agenda, isn't it? Come on, man. Yeah. I mean, the only people that aren't, like, the people that are opposing Russia is Europe and us, right? If you look at China's not opposing them, Brazil, India, and they put all those together, and there's more of them than there is of us and Europe, and they're not opposing Russia.
India wants gas. It needs gas, you know,
Yeah.
and it has to trade with Russia. So it's not exactly choosing. It's not an ideological thing, you know. It's actually a business thing, you know. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, I think the world is looking at what's going on, and they're paying attention to what America has been doing all this time by using their reserve currency to bully nations and to make them follow the party line. You know, it says you either do this or we're going to sanction the shit out of you and cripple your country.
Yeah, it's the petrodollar, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You know, and there's actually a genuine pushback against it, which I kind of see as a good thing, because look, I don't think anybody wants to go to this world order thing, you know. And I've been listening to the way Putin has been. I've been listening to Putin's rhetoric as of late, and he's saying quite clearly, to fuck with this new world order. We're going back to sovereign states. We're going back to real currencies, real commodities, currencies backed by commodities and actually real shit, you know, not by an unbacked dollar, which is like it's failing. It's dead in the water. I see the dollar dead in the water, actually.
Yeah, but Jimmy, he was like, he's part of the World Economic Forum as well, man, and he's been bringing in the biometric ID system just like every other country.
It's coming. It's coming. Get used to it. Deal with it. We're past that. It's coming. You know, and I don't think it's, you know, we can't be wrecking our heads about this fucking shit. You know, we've moved into the digital age, and everything is done online. It's all high tech. It's coming. We can't avoid it. And,
no, I agree with you. I agree with you, man. I mean, I'm into crypto anyway, but I'm into Web3 crypto and decentralized crypto. You know, I don't like this centralized stuff, because that's where they want to monitor you. And like, if they didn't like what you, like Jason was saying on YouTube, on his channel, he would have his social credit score put down or whatever.
Yeah. You see, I'm not happy about, you know, I'm not a big fan of China, and I'm not a big fan of Russia, although I've always respected Putin, you know, as a world leader, you know, because, you know, when he says something, you actually listen. I can listen to Putin, you know, and if he says something, he fucking means it, like, you know, and he talks kind of like, you know, he has the good rhetoric, you know. I'm not sure he's part of the DWF anymore. They removed him from his site, I believe. You know, I don't think he's one of their good boys anymore.
Do you not? I just think it's all one big club and we ain't in it, mate.
Oh yeah, there's a new club emerging now, and it's an amalgamation of Asia, Eurasia, and Europe, and I think probably Africa is probably going to be joined into this little club, and this is good. This is going to be the new world order, and I don't think we can avoid this either. This is coming. It's been set in stone. The minute they put sanctions on Russia, this was all locked in, I believe. We can't avoid it anymore. Big mistake to put sanctions on Russia.
I agree. But then that's the City of London to me. That's you know, bringing out that policy, that's pushing the government to do that. You know. and the WEF, because they want us to own nothing and live in poverty and be starving and eating what's that food now that they're promoting? Plant-based food.
Fucking plant-based fucking food.
Yeah, look, there's so much bullshit going around. I think, you know, I don't buy into fucking half of it, you know, because, you know, the people who are in these, people who are part of the WEF and all this fucking crack, you know, they're not stupid people, you know, they know how fucking things work, you know, and I just get the feeling that a lot of this talk about having to eat bugs and all this, I think it's all bullshit just to keep the masses busy thinking about bullshit, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I
But
see what
yeah,
Jimmy's saying there.
we're doing that now, aren't we? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about bullshit. What else is there to talk about? We could talk about, you know, the fucking anything really, and it all comes back down to the same thing. If you talk about sport, it's all fucking politics based. Because big sports stories, we're talking about. You talked about tennis. We're talking about the people that have collapsed. That's all to do with geopolitics. That's what we think anyway. That's what we assert. You talk about football, the Ukraine flags, even clubs playing in Ukrainian colours at home, you know, playing in their away kit because it's blue and yellow, playing at home in that kit. You know, it's everywhere. So there's nothing you can talk about where it's not in there. It isn't a part of the conversation.
Well, I'll share with you a little story that happened to me in the last couple of days, and I'm livid about it, Jason. Absolutely livid all fucking day and all last night. And here locally, a local farmer has decided that he's going to put one of these big, huge, giant wind turbines out right behind us, you know. So a lot of the local people are really fucking furious about this because there's been zero consultation about this, and we only found out a couple of days ago about the plans. Anyway, we'll put that as a side topic. So we've gathered up a load of signatures of objections and stuff like that, which is going to be sent in, has to be in by tomorrow. And one of the people who lives next door to me here, I call him my cousin, right? But I think I'm going to disown the fucking cunt, right? This is fucking family, and this is embarrassing. Like, but I went around to get his signature, you know, and to get an objection in, and he said, I kind of like the idea of these wind turbines, you know, and I says, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm dealing with a fucking soy boy here, you know, and got talking about the logistics of these wind turbines and about how efficient they were and about how they'll never fucking work to power our civilization. And eventually came out at the topic of discussion was, I says to him, says, look, you know, your energy prices are going to go up, like, and his thing was, oh yeah, it's terrible, you know, and that's because we don't have enough wind turbines. This guy is, I thought, would have been a clever guy. I thought he would have known a few little bits and pieces about how economics work, and he thinks that the inflation that we're experiencing now has got to do with fucking wind turbines, right? And I just want to fucking smack him in the fucking mouth. I really do.
Well, slapping. Go and get a fucking. You live in some. There must be a stream near you. Go and catch a fish. Fucking grab it by its tail, kill it, and then go and slap him in the face with it, and then fucking, you know, fart on his head and say, "There you go. There's a wind turbine for you."
I mean, this is a fucking idiot, right? And this is sad for me to fucking say that this is in my fucking family. This infestation, this goddamn fucking soy lefty bullshit is in my fucking family. And a guy fucking lecturing me about fucking the environment and bullshit like that. And what did he do about fucking 4 years ago? He tore out a hedgerow and a drainage dike that was like hundreds of years old, absolutely hundreds of years old, that served our local neighborhood. It drained all the water away, and he caused a massive flood issue, by fucking doing that. He doesn't even fucking realize, and he's going to lecture about the environment and a fucking somebody who doesn't know fuck all about anything, nothing. It's so embarrassing. I just wanted to have a rant about that cunt because I had nobody else to fucking rant to about it.
No, listen, you can rant about it. Listen, people
Yeah,
do.
man.
People are cunts.
Keep
People are
ranting.
cunts.
Environment, my fucking arse, you know. I'll tell you what, if it was up to me, the section of the community that should be fucking barred from having any say at all in fucking anything because they're fucking clueless. This fucker, right? This fucker, he doesn't watch geopolitics, he doesn't read fucking science. I'll tell you a good one, right? Back when the jabs were being fucking distributed to everybody. And I ended up, I had to go out and have a chat with him because I wanted to do some weeding along his side because he's too fucking lazy to fucking stop the weeds coming into my side. So I said I'd go out and fucking see if it's okay that I go in and do the fucking weeding. And for some reason we got talking about the fucking jabs, and you know, and I do what I normally do, and I says, but haven't you looked at the fucking science and the data? And he hadn't, you know, and he says, what, do you trust the jabs? He says, duh, I trust the technology. For fuck's, he trusted the technology, you know, way fucking back and untested. And this fella is like, he's only fucking 50. He works in computers. He's got the fucking access to the same information. And I would have thought he would have had a fucking brain cell. But obviously he's fucking got nothing between those fucking ears. Anyway, rant over. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, if your cousin's listening, he's got a right to reply. So if you want to come on Raconteurs News and put your side to what Jimmy's saying, you know, and tell us why you've been a dick and got a fucking vaccine.
Please do. And bring your own fucking trout.
And bring your own trout and all your fucking... Why, does he normally eat your trout? Or do you want to slap him with it?
Let's do, slap with a fucking wet trout.
You could go around there, Jimmy, and slap him with it.
I'm half tempted because I've been livid all fucking day. I've been cursing him under my fucking breath and says, "You fucking idiot! I can't believe you're related to
saying
me."
About people with brains and everything, but don't you think though that, you know, it's not about your intelligence. It's about whether you're a free thinker. You know, it doesn't matter how intelligent you can. You know, you've got professors and what have you that will take this experimental drug. To me, you know, it's common sense, but it doesn't mean to say. And I don't think I'm the most intelligent man in the world, but I'm a free thinker. And that's, I think, where a lot of these people, the people that are on this show, are free thinkers, you know?
Mm.
And that's the difference. My family, most of them have had the jabs.
The problem is, though, you can get locked in with your free thinking. Because when you free think, you overthink everything. We don't overthink it, but you do have a tendency to think about things longer than they really need to be. You know, longer than it is going to be of any use to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, Jason. But when it came to a jab, for example, I didn't need to think about the fact that it's an experimental drug, and that it normally takes 10 years to come up with a vaccine. You know, to me, that wasn't rocket science.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, I didn't need a jab. If I thought I needed a jab, I'd have a jab, but I didn't need a jab. You know, so it just would. You know, I know nothing about vaccines. I don't take any.
No.
I think that, you know, your own immune system, and Fauci. There's even a video of Fauci saying it, isn't there, this week? An old video surfaced of Fauci saying something about a virus, and then said, well, what about if you've had it? And do you need the vaccine? And he says, no. If you've had it, you've got the best vaccine. You've had it, and now you've got antibodies to it.
Well, I think the flu jab was the flu season. Yeah. So when they give people like my mum the flu jab, and then she got the flu, right? That was making up the numbers for them to say, well, it's a bad flu season this season.
Well, they probably just make them up anyway as they go along. But yeah, the flu jab. I mean, I just don't see any need for it. I don't have a flu jab.
I mean,
Never
when
had
I
a flu
was
jab.
a kid, you know,
Well,
I had a few vaccines. That was it. Now, any kid under 2 or 4, I think it is, they get 21 vaccines, and they wonder why there's like all these problems now. You know, with autism and like peanut allergies and God knows what.
I'll tell you an
with the
interesting
vaccines,
one.
maybe.
But I'll tell you an interesting one, and I have to go back a few years to when my mum used to get the flu jab every year, and she'd get the jab against the flu, and it would turn out. I think the first year it might have worked, and then the second year it might have been okay, but in subsequent years after that, like she used to get these really crazy, really bad bouts of flu and illness, and each year they just used to keep getting worse and worse. Now, I had only done a little bit of cursory research into jabs at that stage, like, you know, but I had done enough to be able to connect a few dots and to be able to say to her confidently that, like, ma'am, I think you should stop taking the flu vaccine, because what I've been reading basically indicates that, like, as the more of these jabs that you take, the sicker that you're going to get, and the more severe it's. And she used to get really severely ill, like, you know. I think the last time that she got ill from it, she was. I thought she was on going to die. I really thought she was going to fucking die, and I eventually convinced her to stop taking the jab. And as soon as she stopped taking that flu jab, she never used to get sick quite as bad ever again. And you know, and I was very, very concerned at the time. You know, I said, "Shit, you know, maybe I shouldn't be telling her this." You know, but you know, when you're in a situation, you're watching a loved one who's getting really, really sick and really, really bad bouts of flu when they've been jabbed up, and they shouldn't be. You know, it's time to look and say, look, maybe we have to connect the dots here and say, fuck, you know, we have to really rethink this vaccine thing, you know. And
Jimmy, I'm with you, man, because my mum, she's had all the jabs, and she's 86, and she was a really healthy 86-year-old. And since she's had the jabs, her arthritis has got worse. You know, it's just getting worse every day. And I've tried to tell her, and she says, I'm not a fucking doctor. Well, she doesn't say I'm not a fucking doctor, but, you know, she tells me I'm not a doctor, and that what do I know, because I haven't got a white coat and I haven't gone to brainwashing school for 7 years.
I feel for you. Well, I really do, and I know
she's getting ready for her next jab on Friday, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Well, you know, I feel for you, brother. You know, I really do, because you know, it's hard. Like for us, it takes me back to my cousin there, who doesn't know fucking anything. Like, but they do, in their own minds, they do think they know shit. Like, but they don't, because all they know is what they're told on the television, and it's sad. You know, it's really fucking sad.
My brother's a vegetarian, right? He's been a vegetarian for 30 years, but his idea of vegetarianism is pizza and chips.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was a vegetarian for 12 years.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'm so chuffed I decided to give up that nonsense and get back to a real diet, you know?
But I think that was an agenda as well, Jimmy. When they were pushing, you know, veganism and vegetarianism, I think that was an agenda.
Oh, I was very idealistic at the time. I was young and stupid and had no fucking clue about anything. And I used to get these ideas into my head. At one time, I thought I was actually quite a good activist and socialist. I was actually social. Would you believe that? Fucking hell, you know. But I think when you're a kid, it's okay to be a socialist, you know. But at some stage, you got to fucking grow up, you know.
Talking to kids, did you see that guy that glued his hand on the LBC show? He glued his hand to the fucking microphone.
No, no.
He was one of these protesters you know, that again, part of the agenda is to stop the oil. I tried to get diesel the other day. I had to go to 3 garages to get it eventually.
Oh.
Part of the agenda is to
Mm.
is this, you know, this climate lot blocking the oil tankers and God knows what. You know, that's, you know, they're allowed to do it. The police won't move them on. But, you know, anyone who wanted to protest against the vaccines, against the lockdown, you know, they were smashed out of the way.
I know who you're talking about now. Yeah. I was watching them blocking off the roads and people trying to get into work in London, and people, I think if it was me, I'd have driven across the country.
Yeah.
You know, there's no kumbaya with me.
But the thing is, Jimmy, that goes back to your point. When we're younger, we seem to be a bit more, you know, easily manipulated.
Well, I think we're much more idealistic. Like, you know, we've just started out on our learning curve, really, and we really, you know, we're full of confidence, and you know, we absorb these new ideas, and they sound great at the time, and it's all good. It's great for it's brilliant for young people to learn all these things, you know, and I'm all for it, like, you know, but eventually, like, you do have to grow up at some stage, you know, and. I mean, I got arrested at the poll tax riots in London. I got arrested in Brixton. Carted off unceremoniously by fucking four PC plods, like, you know, two on my legs and 2 on my arm. I fucked into a paddy wagon. That was fun.
I think Jason's fallen asleep there.
I think Jason's rolling a doobie, probably.
Oh, no, you're not, man. Are you rolling a spliff?
I'm listening. That's it. I'm doing this fucking Rubik's Cube.
I've never been arrested, Jimmy. I can't, you know, I must be one of the lucky ones.
You haven't lived until you've been arrested, mate. You have to try it out sometime. You know, there's nothing better than a night in a fucking cell that's been smeared with fucking crap from hard cons. You know, you can't beat it. You know.
How many times have you been arrested then?
Loads of times. I couldn't even count them. Loads of times. Mostly traffic offences and shit like that. You know. You know, but. No, I'm not. I wouldn't be like a hardcore criminal or anything. Like, you know, mostly ideological shit and principle shit. And I don't commit crimes. You know, I'm just an average Joe. You know, and I'm peace loving and you know. But usually when I get arrested, it's for principle stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Because I'm too stupid to back down. You know.
Well, why should you?
Exactly, you know, that's my learning curve, and I have to go through it. It's not about you and me, PC Plod. You know, this is my journey, not yours.
Jason, did you do the Rubik's?
I've got to concentrate. It's set 4-1, isn't it? So
I'm trying to remember one of the codes. FRU-RUF, FRU-RUF.
God, fucking you prime, fucking this, that, and other. That's what I've been, because I've worked it out pretty quick. It's just that there's sometimes you get hurdles that you just need these really complicated algorithms to get through. And, you know, I'm just trying to fucking stretch my brain a bit.
I've never done a Rubik's Cube in my life.
But I've done that 4-1. I've done it twice.
I'm tempted to get my Rubik's Cube out now, but I think I've forgotten all the formula.
I'll tell you what I do like to do, and it took me a few years to get. Do you know solitaire? You know, where the old solitaire with the marbles?
Solitaire with the marbles?
Yeah, you know, where you have to leave one marble in the middle.
No, I don't know that one.
Hang on.
Solitaire. No, I was never really big into games. I like doing the Rubik's Cube though. That's fun.
Look.
Oh, that looks familiar. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to push the little balls out, don't you?
Yeah. So your middle one is missing, and you have to end up with one in the middle at the end, and one takes one like that, boom, and then that's gone, and you have to end up with one in the middle. It took me about 3 years to do it, but I got there. Like your Rubik's Cube, Jason, there's a method, isn't there?
Yeah, there's methods. There's all different types of methods. I find myself fucking watching silly crap on YouTube at night because I don't watch box. It's fucking rubbish. Fucking adverts as well. They dummy bastard heading all fucking day. All it is fucking just like it's just fucking death. And what after you fucking farted and you've got your you're dead and you've got your over 50s plan so that your family can fucking don't have that worry. Fuck the fucking family. Shouldn't be fucking worried about that, should they? They should be fucking worried about I'm never going to see fucking Jason again. So I don't give a fuck. I'll look after people that I need to fucking bury, and you'll look after people you need to fucking bury. It's as simple as that. It's fucking over these fucking over 50s plan. Then it's leave something in your will, so it's fucking gear. Give you even before death. Even fucking before death, you're getting your fucking stuff away in your will, so that it's going to go to cats and everyone's go get a cat or something. I don't fucking know. And then when you after you're fucking dead.
Charity, isn't it?
It's just fucking utter fucking brain spewing. It makes your brain ache in a way that I just can't even fucking comprehend. So I just watch crap. And when adverts come on, they're only a couple of fucking seconds long, and you can get rid of them if you're watching something on YouTube. And then you can always fucking mute it. So then it's even before you fucking die. So it's like get your over 50s funeral plan, right? That's in place, right now. NHS, have you got cancer? No, because if you screen it, if we catch it early, if you've got any symptoms, which could be fucking anything, by the way, if you got symptoms, you've got to catch it early. It's like the saying, hurry up and get fucking cancer. Will you hurry up and get fucking cancer so that then we can use your over 50s funeral plan? Then we can fucking bury you and have all fucking money out of your will for cats that might not have homes after people like you that are dead.
It's all part of the agenda, Jason, mate.
Hey?
It's all part of the agenda.
That's what I mean, though. But there's got to be a point when I look at something and I think, right, did that really sell something? Did somebody buy something based upon that that they've done? Just somebody. No, people go, there only needs to be one over 50s company. That's it. There should only be one. You sort your funeral out, we'll do it. It could be run by a government. It could make some money. Because there's always them people that don't fucking pay it, and don't pay a month, and then when they come and fucking snuff it, you go and trying to cash it in. They say, "No, we're back in December 1948. She missed a fucking thruppence fucking monthly payment, so you can't have it."
Well, it's like the whole cancer thing, isn't it? They're saying now that like 1 in 2 is going to get cancer, so they're just programming people to accept it.
But there's also, isn't there the death tax as well too? So perhaps this is part of the reason they push it, because I think nowadays they charge exorbitant amounts on inheritance and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of inheritance tax, Jimmy. My 2 sons have just inherited money, and there's a property involved, and they've got to pay.
Are you dead?
Eh?
Did they inherit it off you?
No.
Oh, funny.
Fuck all off me, mate. I plan to live as long as possible to piss them off.
Good on you, Will. Good on you. Yeah, that's how you do it. actually really pissed them off, and they die first.
I fucking, you know what? I put on my Facebook. I saw and one of the memories came up, and so I reposted it because I thought it was funny. But it said that it was just something I'd posted. Don't you miss the good old days when all the news was jetliners crashing into fucking high-rise buildings? And fucking, it's obviously a joke, innit? It's like, we look at fucking news these days, and like, don't you just like yearn back for like 20 years ago, when that's all it were, when we could concentrate on fucking one thing at a time, and they're not fucking shoving us fucking dick up. That's what a joke were. And then, fucking David Shaler, or whoever's supposed to be David Shaler, that cunt who tried to I tried to get on here, and he fucking said he would be all right. I'll come on, and then didn't fucking turn up. Who I think is supposed to be fucking David Shaler, pipes up somewhat along the lines of, yes, but no fucking planes hit those buildings. And I thought to myself, are you going to get joke or what? He's got no fucking sense of humour at all, has he? He didn't get joke. He thought I was being serious. He says, well, no planes hit those buildings. Yeah, but it wrote fucking news though, weren't it? And that's all news were. Jesus Christ.
But you got a reaction from you, Jason.
I know, but what did I want him for? I mean, what did I want him commenting for? And what is Tupac? If he wanted to fucking say something to me, he should have come on fucking show, shouldn't he? He's probably too busy putting his fucking makeup on.
So that's related to what Preston Nichols is saying there. David Shaler, the OG trans testicle. I don't know Shaler, so...
The OG trans testicle. So I did no sense of humour, just none fucking whatsoever. I mean, it were obviously a joke, clearly a fucking joke. And he's like, oh, but no planes hit those built. Like, oh, let's get into a fucking no plane theory argument. Fuck me, I ain't done that for about fucking 20 fucking years. Jesus Christ.
God, yeah. Honest to God, yeah. But back in the days when it was actually holograms that impacted, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's do that. Let's me and you fucking. I'll sit all afternoon. I'll fuck off. I'll go ring AD up and just hang on, AD. I can't take you fucking swimming because David Shaler has fucking finally put his fucking makeup on and wants to fucking rap with me. So and then just go back and forth over fucking internet on Facebook. You know what I mean? And like fucking AD stood there fucking shivering with his fucking rubber ring round him and his fucking trunks on and that, waiting outside for me to turn up, hoping upon hope that I'm going to turn up, that I finish this fucking argument with David Shaler after he's fucking put his makeup on and fessed up. And then he's stood there and he's all fucking freezing cold and he's had a stroke and everything. He's fucking doesn't know what to do. Goes back in his house and it's all fucking Shaler's fault. So, I could have spent day fucking arguing with him about planes and no planes, but I decided to go and fucking go swimming with Adi instead. And I think I made the right decision.
I think you did.
Wise move.
I like that guy. That guy you were showing the video about, the flat Earth guy, Jason. You've got to get him on to call you a spastic, maybe, or something.
Oh, he's fucking brilliant, isn't he? Shall we hear some more of him? Let's get him on a bit more. Let's just put a bit more on. Would you like to hear a bit more of him?
You might wind Jimmy up though. Jimmy, don't.
No, it's okay. No, it's fine. I've calmed down. I've had my rant about my cousin, so I'm happy out now.
You're right now, yeah.
What was his name again? Fucking. Oh God, it was something fucking Oakley.
Phil Oakley, isn't it? Don't you want me?
Phil Oakley, he right at fucking Human League, you bellend. Fucking Phil Oakley. Now
Paul Oakley, isn't it?
Is it DJ? Paul Oakley? No, Paul. Someone said in chat that his brother was called Paul. Someone must tell me in chat what was his name. Fucking 1980. Martin Oakley.
Something like that.
Nathan Oakley. Nathan
Oakley.
Oakley. If it's not his name, it fucking should be.
I can't remember
John
his name.
Nathan Oakley, 1980. That's him.
Nathan Oakley, that's it, yeah.
This is the one. This is the fella. He's a fella. This guy. I fucking love his style. I wish I could get some people on here and go, "Are you a fucking retard or what?" But they won't be listening. See, flat Earth people. You know them who want to wind flat Earth people up, or them who want to have a go at flat Earth people.
They're always so rude, aren't they?
Oh yeah, of course they're rude. They've got no else, have they? Like, listen, if someone shows me it's fucking round, I'll believe it. It's no problem. I'm fucking.
I believe it. Look, I've got a globe in the background. Look, there it is. Look, see, look at that. Look.
I can't see that because I'm looking for that Oakley bloke. Found him.
I must believe that the Earth's round because look, I've got a globe.
Late night. Oh, he's on tonight. It says it premieres at 2 a.m.
Oh, fucking hell.
So he's on tonight and he's got fucking Dave Weiss on. So subscribe to him because that should be a fucking laugh. I want him on. I want him on show. Nathan Oakley. I think he's fucking brilliant. There we go. In fact, I might fucking have a listen to that. See if it's
Nathan O'Clair, is this?
There we go. Let's fucking ads. Fuck off.
I mean, the only thing that bothers me about the flat Earth theory is about the time zones, you know. And if I was to ask a question about how a flat earther would explain all the various time zones and how that, like, when it's
there's a flat Earth map, man.
Yeah, what happens to the sun? What happens to the sun after it goes over the edge of the Earth? Does it sort of like magically?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not getting into it tonight. I'm not getting into it, man. It's fucking, you know. It's just all adverts. That's all it's doing is adverts. Skip ads.
Yeah,
and an advert comes on.
You need to have a look at that little plugin I was telling you about, Jade, and the uBlock. Or do you use Firefox or?
I'm using Chrome at the moment because it's better with this. Right, let's share this. Let's get it on.
Okay. I don't know if that plugin exists for Chrome now. I'd have to look into that.
Well, I just use it for this, see. So, and I just use this laptop for this show. So, here we go.
Yeah. Goes round, Jimmy. That's why the sunflowers follow it. Too right, chicken.
Regardless of the aperture calculation that you can imply with the Rayleigh criterion, that regardless of distance, you can see a human hair at any distance. That's incorrect. You are wrong. Meanwhile, while you shuffle and make a shitload of noise, illegal, can you stop making that noise? Illegal.
Sorry.
Yeah, you are incorrect. Meanwhile, that doesn't answer the question about Earth curve that you were asked. It's a new question, segue.
No, it was just that I'm trying to get at. Why don't you always see forever and ever on?
I answered you, you stupid retard. Didn't you listen to what I just said about the angular resolution limitation and the Rayleigh criterion and the diffraction limit? Did you not listen to a single word I just said? Yes, I answered your stupid question. You cannot see forever. There is a limitation based on perspective, calculable with the Rayleigh criterion and the diffraction limit. Are you deaf?
Okay, so Nathan.
Okay, are you deaf? Did you listen to a single word I just said?
Nathan, I'm responding to what you said. Okay?
I'm asking for Earth curve. That's what I'm asking for. Your response is not required when I tell you how diffraction limits work and are calculated. When you tell me incorrectly, you can see a human hair forever. You are wrong.
Okay, is this your
No, okay! You are incorrect, Dumbo. Now, where's Earth Curve? I answered your stupid question that was not a reply to my question that we ask daily. Where's Earth Curve, the geometric horizon, for boats to fall over in your stupid maths? Where's that? Cat got your tongue, Dumbo?
No, I'm going to be honest. If this is what your stream is, then
Yeah, this is my stream. Humiliating idiots when asked for Earth Curve who asks me about diffraction limits and claim you can see forever, like you're Superman. You cannot see forever. There is a limitation to your view. Your non sequitur that didn't show us where Earth Curve horizons were was dealt with. And you're going to tell me this is my show? What, dealing with morons who don't understand perspective? Yes, this is my show, Dumbo. Humiliating you.
okay, Nathan.
Not okay. Where's Earth Curve, the geometric limitation formerly known as Earth Curve horizons? That's what you're being asked about. Hurry up, you dumb chat skank. Earth Curve horizons. It's part of your religion that you live on a sphere, right? Boats fall over horizons. Hello?
Man, you've already gotten into it. How long's your streaming going for?
Sorry, why is it that every time I ask a fundamentalist religious zealot who is here because they believe in a sphere, it ends up in a discussion about my show? Hello? You believe you're on a sphere and you can't just tell me where you've got your Earth Curve. Why are you asking about my show? Who cares, you fundy with a sphere belief? You think you can see forever like Superman?
He's funny. He's funny. I have to say.
Oh, fuck it, you know.
He's like an old style talk radio DJ, isn't he, Jason?
Is what, sorry?
He's like an old style talk radio DJ.
Yes, he is. Yeah, exactly. You know, like John Gaunt or someone like that.
Yeah, yeah. Or Tommy Boyd he was a legend. I don't know if you remember him.
I remember Tommy Boyd. Yeah, fucking hell. I remember him asking. I remember him once doing a Talk Sport interview. It would Talk Radio, or I think it was still on when it would Talk Sport because it changed quite early, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I remember him once because he had this afternoon show. Although I didn't like I didn't listen to the Wonderful Hour, but I did once tell it. I was once having an argument with this Scottish bloke who were really religious, and we're talking about Jesus and everything. And he says to him, he says, "Whoa, just stay there. How would you react? How do you react to this?" And he just says to him, "God is a twerp."
Well,
Okay, God is a twerp.
I'm not so sure you should invite this guy on, Jason, because, you know, in all likelihood, he'll make you wheel over to the corner of the space station and face the corner and not come back until the end of the show.
Well, imagine what it's going to be like with him and David Weiss as well, because they're both pretty forceful characters, aren't they?
Well, my impression of him is that he doesn't believe the flat Earth theory at all, but he's an excellent troll, and he's screwing with the heads of people who seem to have nothing else better to do than come in and try and explain to someone that the Earth is fucking round. Brilliant.
Steelwood's show, they say, so a guy that rants over people has the answers. No, I'm not. I played it for how funny it is. That's all. That's all. I'm not responsible for the information. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The fucking
exactly.
Fucking. I don't know. So I'm doing it because it's funny. That's all I'm doing it for, because I think it's funny.
He's actually trolling, Jay, isn't he?
I don't know.
I think he's trolling, you know. There's no way he believes, because what the fuck is he on about? I don't understand anything what he's on about, you know. Never heard of it.
Personally, I think everyone should stop sitting on the globe and be on one side or the other.
Who cares?
I have to say, on second listening to him, I thought it was quite funny, you know. It says a lot. It says what I've just listened to there in that small segment says an awful lot more about the people who are listening to him and trying to explain than the actual presenter himself, you know. And If people have
No, I
time
just
to
thought it was. Listen, I just thought it was funny. I thought it were called,
Yeah,
especially when he
yeah,
called him a stuttering spastic.
I
I mean,
totally
It is
agree.
entertaining.
I totally
that's
agree with
just.
you, Jason. Yeah, because he's kind of like reminds me of a school teacher that we had when I was a child, you know. And by God, if you dared fucking do anything that he deemed to be stupid, you were carted up to the fucking front of the room, and you got 10 slaps with a meter stick. You know, one of those type of teacher. It was funny, actually, really funny. I have to say, really funny.
Hey, right. Anyway, that's 3 hours. I'm gonna get up now because it's like 11 o'clock. But it's
Yeah,
been
I'm
great.
bugger
Thanks
off
for
to
coming on,
bed.
fellas. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah. No. Oh! Before we shoot off, I wanted to, because we were, and I don't want to leave without saying this because it was part of the reason I called in. Bicarb of soda, and I just wanted to put a little label of warning on bicarb of soda
Yeah, go on.
because I tried one of the magic cures for bicarb of soda once, and I'm really sorry I did, because it was spouted as being a great cure for athlete's foot, right?
Mhm.
And so I started off, and it actually initially did work, but it had a really detrimental effect further down the line, where and what I figured out afterwards was that bicarb of soda has this strange reaction with the skin where it turns the skin acidic. And I got really sore feet out of it, and it was really painful and really sore for a long time. And I don't think my feet have really 100% recovered, but we're nearly there. Like, but that was bicarb soda trying to treat athlete's foot. So just be careful what you use. These online remedies, just be fucking careful. Is that now? Okay, that's that my bit on bicarb. Okay, that's why I called it.
Oh, look,
Brilliant.
uni popped up there, Jason, right at the end.
Oh yeah. Well, we could have got him on, but never mind. We're done. We'll get him on next time. Well, anyway, thanks. Cheers, guys. Thanks for coming
Cheers,
on.
Jimmy. Cheers,
I'll
Jason.
speak to. Thanks to everyone who's been in the chat room.
Cheers, everyone in the
Thanks
chat.
everyone who's been not in the chat room, who's just been listening, and whoever's listening afterwards, because people do listen to this afterwards. So thanks very much, and I'll see you on Friday. Don't forget the new email address is there. raconteursnews@outlook.com. That comes directly to this computer, so everything's all on here. So if you want to email me at any point, I will try and get something together where we can, some of us can meet up in real life. But things are going. Things are a bit, Anyway, but I will get something sorted. And join up to forum as well. So if that happens, you can you'll be able to find fellow raccoons there on the forum and just say hello, and you'll be able to find out where we're broadcasting anywhere else. So thanks for everything, and I shall see you.
Jay, do you have a Telegram?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying, Jimmy.
A Telegram? No, I don't. No, I'm not 100 yet.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to that. Like when it comes online.
No, we haven't got a Telegram. I'll do one. But you know me, I won't very much contribute to it, but I'll just leave it open as a group, and anybody wants to join can find it.
That'd be good, Jason.
Yeah, well, at least then, because like some of us don't do Facebook or any of that sort of fucking shit, and we personally, I just can't keep track of all the fucking different platforms people are on online. But Telegram, I'm definitely on, so at least if we get lost, we can find each other back. Just to have it there, just sitting. You could put a notice up if something happens. And
If you're not familiar with it, Jason, maybe Jimmy or myself can set it up, and then you can just you can just put administrators on it and give them what rights you want.
Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, if someone wants to set one up.
All you need is just a channel. All you need is just a plain channel. If something happens, at least then you can sort of put a post. Look, I'm over here now, and that's it. And those who don't do Facebook or any of that sort of shit, at least, because I'm only on Telegram now these days because for various reasons, and So and I'd be worried about losing contact with you, Jason, again, you know, and I don't want that shit to happen. So
right, I'll set a telegram up tonight. I'll start it tonight. It'll be done up by tomorrow. So I don't know how you do it
on Telegram.
Sorry, say that again.
Jimmy got his own channel on Telegram.
How did you know that? Oh yeah, I'm sure you might.
No, I'm just wondering if you have.
Yep. Yeah. Jimmy's newsfeed. At Jimmy's newsfeed.
Okay. Mine's Health Freedom.
At Health Freedom. Okay, I'm going to plug that in now.
At Health Freedom UK.
Have you two fucking finished?
Yeah, we're done, Jace. Cheers.
Do you want me to get you to book you a room?
I've got one here.
Cheers, guys.
You've got lots of space in your room.
I've just joined your channel there, Will. Nice, bro.
Cheers, Jimmy.
Right,
Cheers,
I'll
Jason.
leave these two to it. See you later, guys, everybody. Thanks for listening to Rubik. Oh, and remember this. They all fucking spout freedom of speech, but they don't fucking spout about freedom to hear. So if someone's fucking needs you to pay money to hear them, then what they're saying is a fucking pile of shit. It should be treated so, whether it's fucking real or not. Because freedom
100%.
of speech is one thing, but freedom to hear is another. Take it easy.
Cheers,